listen
I
or
was
ask the
baiting you, and
question.
I hit the stream button. I was hoping you'd say something and catch it. Awesome. All right, so it's been a while since we played. Last time we played, you all fought off some Githyanki on a ship as you were leaving the not the Rocket Brawl. Oh my gosh, what was the name of the floating little asteroid? Space Dock? It was Space Dock or something very generic. The asteroid that had all the Githyanki in it. Stardock, I think is what it was. Yeah, I think that's right. You were leaving Stardock via means of spelljammers. One on a big one with a big cannon called a bombard with Captain Alexander upon it. And Lord Captain Tingles had grabbed the lamprey one. And you were setting sail when the Githyanki ship, a space galleon, came floating in. And we learned what we tested the waters of spelljamming combat could be like. Because we're all learning, including myself, and how to make that a reality and roll 20 and stuff too. Pretty manageable combat. You guys finished it off, and lo and behold, I didn't want to give you another spelljammer, but there was another spelljammer. So I think Cadmill, you were the one that ended up your king captain Cadmill now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Friendly reminder, we do have like some of the stats on your sheets for like some of your weapons and such to make those easier to utilize, at least the stat blocks and like some quick actions. Though we didn't learn, again, no pressure to do this because not everyone likes using different browsers, but the D&D Beyond, the Beyond 20 extension on Chrome will allow you to roll from your sheet those little quick actions for like your weapons and stuff. Yep, you commandeered that ship, and then Captain Alexander took you to a place called the Rock of Brawl, Brall, which is still up on Roll20. This little floating asteroid behind the moon overlooking Toro, and you rested and prepared and did some upgrades to your ships in various manners. I don't remember exactly what everything did, but we pretty much bookkeeped all that up last time. And you did buy a certain amount of big giant cannonballs for the bombard for Captain Alexander's use. Which I think, Jeff, we have you, though it's Captain Alexander, it's technically going to be a NPC. You'll be making decisions and rolling for the bombard. And then we have Tingles on the lamprey, right? And then Cadmill on the space galleon. I don't remember.
Chariot of the Purple Dragon.
Chariot of the Purple Dragon. Actually, I'm going to make a note of that. Boom, boom, boom. What we got? The Chariot of the Purple Dragon. And then what do we name your ship there, Tingles? Ship fuckery, right? Is that it?
Yeah, ship fuckery.
Love it. And so technically we're at the Rock of Brawl still, though it sounds like all your preparations are done, but this is your time before sailing off to fight whatever a Chaos Gate beast is, to do any preparations or anything of that sort. So, last call. All right.
Do I need any materials? Or is that what we're...
Yeah, this is your time to grab spell components. Triple check all your new fancy spells, enough diamonds for resurrections, etc., etc.
Yeah, let me just check out my inventory and make sure that I have everything I need. I have diamonds, I have gem encrusted bowls.
Can I change out one of the spells I learned for another one? I haven't cast it yet.
Sure. I'm assuming everyone is long rested, because for sure that would have happened to make sure all your stats and stuff are refreshed.
Yep, I am long rested.
Sorry, I feel like I have something in my throat. Apologies. Oh yeah, Jeff, don't remember
True resurrection.
Thorn Cleaver for you.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
For true resurrection, I need diamonds worth at least 25,000 GP. Does Quaylen even have 25,000? How would I looks like I have enough, but like I have 50,000 copper, 24,000 silver, 2,300 electrum, 4,000 gold. How would I?
It tells you how much gold you have total.
It's like gold value or something.
Yeah, like all the value of all the currency.
Oh yeah,
you
so
have
if
in
you,
gold.
Oh, wow.
yeah, if you click on it,
Yeah, I see
that's
it.
very handy.
I only have 11,900. I don't have enough.
It actually makes me feel better. I might, usually I like, let's just make it all gold for easier bookkeeping, but if it does that, that's actually kind of fun. And I'll keep some immersion.
Now, Pingles has enough, but he's not going to buy $25,000 time.
I love to, right? I think we established with Tingle's Wish, he could literally just make one.
All right.
Yeah, don't forget you have Wish now. It's like, might even be legitimately for that. I love that's exactly 25,000 gold. Because I think that's what the Wish item creation value is.
I don't. We did the long rest before. That's what allowed us to for me to get that spell, right? The wish spell, I think, was it. It's like if I used it now, I would have to wait a whole day, use it again, or till the next long rest kind of thing.
If you guys want to add a day of your downtime in the Rock of Brawl, like I really won't punish you if you want to have some frisky fun with Wish, because how often are you going to get a chance to have frisky fun with Wish?
Yeah, I think it would be great if we can kind of add a day in there, and that way I can throw a 25,000 diamond in Quaylen's inventory just in case it's needed. Everyone cool with that?
What does it do? I'm sorry.
Wish, I can create one object.
No. Well, what is the diamond for?
It's for Quaylen's true resurrection spell. It requires diamonds worth at least 25,000 GP, which Tingles can just create. All right. Well, we stayed an extra day, so.
Because for me, it's actually that was actually reminding me of the last session. I think more important because everything else was more just like, all right, we're learning spell jamming, a little bit of prep. I think narratively, the most important thing was you all coming to like, especially our spellcasters, realizing their potential at level 18 when like you are becoming gods, right? When Romulan meteor swarmed, space dock. What did we? Sorry, I can't. When my brain goes ahead of things and it's been weeks, and I'm thinking about so much stuff ahead. I'm like, what was the dock name? Already, space dock. The space dock. What did you say earlier, Jeff?
I've been calling it the asteroid.
Stardock.
Stardock. I can't get space dock out of my brain. But I remember the RP of Romuel casting meteor swarm and just that realization and capturing the feeling of like, this is what it's like to be a god. You're literally bending reality on that level. So I know you're using it for a mundane reason, right? But do you want to talk to us about what's going on through Tingle's head, especially such a materialistic person, right? He is literally about to sit down and cast Wish and make an item worth 25,000 gold, right? That could be theoretically more valuable than his own manor, estate, and Cormyr, right? Do you want to dive into his psyche, what's going on in his mind in that moment, like what it looks like when he does this?
Yeah, I mean, all right. I guess the best way would be to RP it out between Tingles. Is that okay, guys?
You were kind of breaking up a little
Sure.
bit, so say that again.
Sorry, I said I guess the best way to do that would be to RP Tingles and Quaylen.
You could, yeah. If you want help, I can like bring, not to be an annoying little pest with him, I can bring Gary and poke you with it or something.
Yeah. I mean,
or somebody else can ask Tingles on behalf of Quaylen because they like know that they don't get along.
All right, yeah. Okay, all right.
Does anybody want to step in and help him flip shop?
Well, I'll start with Quaylen, and
Okay.
he's going to reach out to Romuel.
Love it.
Hey, Romuel. Damn it, man. Can you come here for a second? I just need to speak to you.
What is it?
Listen, you know I'm a bit of a proud gnome, right?
Sure.
Like it's difficult for me to humble myself. But listen, we're about to embark on a journey where, sure, we're powerful and there's lots we can do, but I fear the consequences, and I've got this spell that I can bring people back to life, but I need a big ass fucking diamond. And well, I think Tingles has the way to produce one. And look, I fear if I go to him, he's going to shoot me down, right? And I would not fucking go to him if I didn't have to, but I think it'd be best if maybe you spoke reason to him, so that we, as a party, we have a better chance at all coming out alive. So what do you say? Do you think he can help me out with this and just have a quick chat with him?
You think he can get you this diamond?
I think he has the capability to produce one. I kind of overheard him getting a little bit excited. Pretty sure I heard the words "wish come."
Well, it's pretty important. It is necessary for our survival, even his. Maybe this will be a good chance for the two of you to come to an understanding.
All right. I'll pull up me britches and fucking. Did you mind coming with me at least? God. No.
Well, a little. I have a time limit on this book I'm reading, and
Fine. All right. Let me just gnome it up, and I'll go speak to him. All right. Well, go fucking read your book then. Hey, God damn it. Hey, Tangles. Shit, what the fuck is he doing over there? Tangles! Oh, man, I can't fucking believe I got this fucking spell. I'm gonna wish so many goddamn hookers in this place and so much blow. I'm gonna have a fucking best night of my life. What? Quaylen, man. What do you want? Listen, Tingles, Look, I'm not trying to... God, fuck it. Look, I know as soon as somebody gets a hold of Wish, all of the relatives come out of the woodwork asking for shit, right? I get that, and people who are friends and never friends just come out of nowhere and they're like, hey, buddy, but that's not the case, right? Look, that's a terrible way to start this. Look, I have a spell, right? True resurrection, but it requires a fat ass diamond, and before Tingles can even finish, or I'm sorry, before Quaylen can even finish, Tingles kind of jumps at the opportunity to use Wish and create a diamond. He's like, "Oh, you mean wait? Is it instantaneous?" Nate, it is instantaneous.
Yeah, pretty much. It's an action.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Oh, you mean a diamond like this, worth, I don't know, by chance $25,000 gold? Yes, that just happens to be the one that I would need. Oh wow! And he just kind of tosses it in the air and catches it with his other hand. Yeah, I bet you'd find this useful, Quaylen. It's too bad you can't come across these yourself. I could give this to you. Oh, that would be great, but dude, fucking should have known there was a but in there. But I need you to keep Gary the fuck away from me. Alright? I don't know what it is about that little fucking badger, but he gets on my goddamn nerves. So do me a favor. I give you this diamond, and you tell him to just stay away from me. Quaylen is looking at Tingles. Quaylen looks over at Gary.
Oh, am I here? Your choice. I didn't want to intrude.
Well, he's somewhere in the
To be
vicinity.
fair, I usually assume he's like dicking around with Orkfar doing shit.
Just following him around.
It's up to you if you want him in this sin or not.
Gary, come here.
What?
Little fucker. Come here.
What? Me and Orkfar are playing cards. Straight poker.
Yeah, well, if you don't want one of us to die and never come back, then I need you to come here.
I mean, if it's Tingles die, I mean...
That's not... You see Tingles kind of hold the diamond back.
Or is that diamond?
Says that.
Gary comes trotting over.
Listen, Gary, we need to come to an agreement, all right, for this party and for this mission to work. You see this halfling over here?
Mm-hmm.
In a very sort of condescending, prejudiced way. And Tingles sort of takes offense to it. I mean, you see this magnificent person standing here?
No.
Tingle starts turning around and walking away. No, wait. Tingles, come on. All right, look, sorry. You know, we like to fuck around. Gary, listen. I need that diamond so that if needed, I can cast a spell to bring someone back to life. Right?
Ooh,
Without the
I thought you can
additional
already
curse.
do that, and Tingles can already do that.
Tingles has a spell to bring someone back to life, but it has
So
some
he's being
conditions
selfish,
with
and he
it.
doesn't want anybody else to do it, and so he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna lower the server."
No, Gary, I need you to stop talking, please.
Oh.
Tingles has a spell to bring someone back to life, but it comes with conditions, and it's not exactly preferable for the person who's experiencing it, such as myself, who has experienced it already. However, I have a better, and he kind of says that with a little bit of smugness, spell. I mean, Tingles, I have another spell without those conditions. Right. But I am in need of a 25,000 gold diamond that Tingles can produce out of thin air, and he has. But for me to put it on my person, it requires one condition. Are you listening? You've got to leave that fucker alone. So
Sure.
all the little snippy remarks and the little jabs that you do at the man, you've just got to stop it.
What?
He
With
kind of
Tingles?
turns and looks over his shoulder.
You want me to stop fucking
Yes.
with Tingles?
Yes. That's the only way he'll give me the diamond. I need you to agree with this.
But he's such a fuckery person. Look how easy it is to fuck
Gary!
with him. Look at him! He's a piece of shit.
He like cocks the diamond back like he's gonna throw it like out into space.
Quailan is your roll persuasion check.
Quailan has to roll a persuasion check. God
Yep.
bless it. +1. Here we go. 8.
Well, I have terms and conditions to this then.
Gary.
I will only stop fucking with Tingles if he stops being a dickwad. And is there like new like ability to bring people back like really good?
Yes, it doesn't come with any curses. It neutralizes poison and cures all diseases, lifts any curses. Right? There's all sorts of benefits to this spell. But listen, we don't have the upper hand in this argument. Right? We have no leverage.
I think I have a lot of leverage right now. You're coming to me and you are negotiating. I will agree to this if you bring back my pappy with that spell. I get this in first spell. First person to bring back.
That would only work if nobody in the party dies, right? This spell is reserved for someone in the party who has died during this mission.
What? So it's what? Why not just use
And
one of
if
the other
multiple-
spells? What's so special? Man, what makes it so 25,000k worth? That's a lot, and he can just make them. So bring back my pappy.
Listen.
I'm not asking for much. It's my love pappy. He taught me everything I know.
Okay, but that's gonna have to wait. All right, he can only do one of these diamonds a day, and we've got to move forward with this mission.
And you can do resurrection once a day. Bring back my pappy.
Oh god. Okay. God damn it, Gary. If you don't fucking do this for me right now, and just shut the fuck up.
I will do it
if
you bring back my fucking pappy.
Yes, but it's gonna have to wait until after we're done with the mission.
He was trying to fuck around with a griffin, and she was not having it, and just bit his head off. Poor pappy. I miss him. You have my terms and conditions, Quaylen. If you want that diamond, you bring back Pappy, and I'll stop talking to fuckwad over there.
All right, so Quaylen attempts to intimidate Gary into this. Roll for that.
Roll intimidation.
You gonna throw him off of the planet?
All right, 11. Is he slightly intimidated?
Bring back Pappy, and he will not talk to Tinkles ever again.
Oh my god. So
You bring back Pappy, I won't talk to him ever again.
But does it have to be today? We're trying to start this mission, right?
Bring
We only have
back-
so much time.
You can just make another one tomorrow, and then bring back you.
Right. Orcfo, can you help me out, please?
I don't think I'm asking for a lot.
Chloroform him?
I need someone to talk some sense into this fucking badger.
Talk sense into me. You can do this every day. Just do it. Take the diamond.
Just keep his mouth full of bacon and he can't talk. That's what I usually do.
But Pappy, you don't want to bring back my loved one? Because you can just do it again tomorrow.
I will bring him back, but
He can make one every day. Just fucking do it.
God damn it, fucking Gary. If we expend this spell today, and then
yes, you wake up tomorrow and you can do it again.
Tomorrow? No, but then we have to wait an extra day because
then wait another day. Go fuck some. He wants to fuck whores. Look at him.
I'm not waiting another goddamn day to start this mission. We're gonna start this shit now.
Quentin, you know how important
you have
Pappy
to
was to me.
understand.
You know. I've been talking about Pappy.
I never met your fucking Pappy.
Yeah, but I talk about him all the time. And you won't do this for me?
Yeah, need his head to come back, or
I don't know.
Since it got eaten and all.
It's 25,000 gold. I imagine you can just be like, "Here's Pappy," and he'd be back.
Do you even know where he is? I have to touch him. I have to be able to touch him. Is he nearby? Do you keep him up your ass?
I have his lucky paw.
I've been all around your ass, and I've never seen your Pappy in there.
I've showed you his lucky paw all the time. Here it is. And he hands up this it's instead of like a rabbit's paw on a necklace. It's a badger's paw that's just like really rotten.
Oh god. Is that what that is?
Yeah, what do you think it was?
I always thought you smelled, but it's that fucking rotting foot.
Yeah, I mean, it stinks a little bit, but it's Pappy, so you put up with it. You're asking a lot from me to not talk to Tingles. Look how fucking annoying he is. Look at him just standing there. Look at him. Just look.
This is the whole reason why.
His hat is such a... Oh, look at it. Look at it. I'm going to make fun of him so bad. You're asking a lot from me, and I'm just asking for Pappy.
Tingles puts the diamond inside the hat and puts it on his head. Alright, well, this requires more agreement than just me and Tingles. We have to agree with the party that we're gonna wait another day.
Hey, Ronald, can we wait on the day so I can get my Pappy back?
How long can... What's the limit of how long can it be for you to resurrect somebody? 200 years?
Yeah. It could not have been dead for longer than 200 years.
So you could bring my mother back?
Oh my god.
You can bring Torgan back! You selfish son of a bitch! You're not even thinking about Torgan, are you? Or what was Riley's character's name that was brutally killed by that bitch? I mean, Tatiana?
Just bring back all our old characters. We'll have a party of like 9.
Above table, that's literally what I'm trying to point the finger at. It's just like the amount of ability you have right now is actually ridiculous. Right.
I would rather be brought back, you know, like old Tark here, just sitting in the ring for forever. It's great, but, you know, sometimes I just want to get back in the business of it.
What was I legitimately cannot remember the name of the character we killed, Riley.
Tark-urist.
Tark.
Wait, what was it?
Tark. T-A-R-K.
Tark. Okay, I remember Tark. When you said Tarkarius, I'm like, what? Tark.
Tark-urist. U-R-I-S-T. Last name.
We can bring back Tark. We can bring back Torgan.
All right. I mean, what's more important at this? Why am I the only one thinking logical here?
What's been thinking logical? We're all talking about he can bring back Rambo's mama.
Hello, that would cause us to wait a 3rd day.
Can you bring back that cultist that had the same name as dude's brother?
Oh yeah. Do you have any body parts from him, Borkville?
No, sorry. That'd be a little weird.
Look, I will bring back anyone you want, but I think we should be focusing on the fact that we only have so much time to find Asarak, right? There's kind of a time limit there.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention that if we were to resurrect people here, it's not exactly safe, is it? They might just meet another death before we can get to safety.
And I doubt Justin has any parts of his dead mom with him.
Who's Justin?
Sorry, not Justin.
I mean, I got
I
Pappy
doubt
with
Romeo
me.
has any pieces of his mom with him, just a foot hanging off of his neck like you fucking do.
I mean, that's a really
And he
interesting
looks over at
finger
Romeo
you got
like,
around.
Romeo,
You don't, do you, Romeo?
you don't, right?
No.
Okay, so, right, all right.
Teleport
So,
us to our grave.
oh my god.
That would've
No,
been
everyone stop with the ideas. Alright?
You're asking a lot from me. You're not asking anything from these fuckwads. You're asking me not to fuck with Tingles, and you're asking a lot. I'm just asking for Pappy back, and you're gonna wait 1 day, and then we can bring every motherfucker back when we're done. But I want Pappy if you want me to not talk to that motherfucker for the rest of this fucking trip.
Nichols turns around and looks at Gary. Gary,
What?
our friendly neighborhood badger.
Just look at the ground. Just listen how he talks. You don't want me to respond to that? Forever? Let's bring back Pappy. Continue, Tinkers. Continue.
What sort of insecurities do you harbor in your soul that you insist on incessantly attempting to insult me when really you're just exposing your own weakness? Why don't you, for the sake of the party, just give it up? Or do I have such a capture on your attention that I control you? Such as you are I am controlling this party through you right now, exposing you for who you really are, that you can be so selfish that you would put your own interest of merely having the ability to hurl whatever obscenities towards me that just simply bounce off.
So then, if it just
Versus-
bounces off of you, Tingles, then why do you want me to stop so much? I wish you could see Ned's face. He got a
Because
little finger
I
up to his lips, and then he's just kind of
love
like giving you a little smug look. It just bounces right
Alright.
off. You literally paid 25,000 gold to get me to stop talking to you. You just showed me that you have weakness. It shows that you really don't actually like me, and I'm actually getting underneath that. Oh, baby. I'm just gonna raise my price up. Resurrect my Pappy. and my cousin Lenny. I'm just kidding. I just want Pappy back. Don't tell me about selfish. I just want to bring back my Pappy, and you're over there trying to be like, ooh, let me load my 25,000 gold diamond over Quaylen. And Quaylen's just trying to do nice things, and you're over there being a dickwad.
So, where's Lenny's foot? Is that on your belt too?
Oh, I don't got his foot. Lenny, let's just say, was well endowed. You know
How did he
what?
die?
Well, you just gotta know that
Oh,
friskiness.
A whale?
He drowned. I told Orkford this story once before. And that's why I don't fuck with aquatic animals. Aquatic blisters. He got it stuck in a blowhole, and we found him washed up on the shore the next day. And I don't know why I've got a southern accent now for for Gary, but here we are. But I was able to save that piece. The most important piece on a male badger's body. You guys want to see the jerky? I'll take it as a no that no one
Conversation.
wants to see the jerky.
Look, Tingles, you do whatever the fuck you want. No, you don't want to allow people to come back to life? That's fucking on you. All right?
Mhm.
You've got the document right there in your hand. Gary, you shut the fuck up. All right?
No.
Don't act so goddamn smug like you're on some platform here and you're somehow better than him. You're just as bad as him. All right?
I think he just has some unresolved trauma from the Feywild.
Maybe me and
Just
Tingles both
associate
have
Tingles with it.
trauma from the Feywild. I mean, he was like busting it and been like popping in and out, and I went there and it never came back.
One second.
You came back. You were only there for a moment.
It was more than a moment. Romeo might be too much. I just want my Pappy back.
Well,
Fuck
we
it.
are at the point
Quaylen
where
jumps on Tingles and tries to just take Both of them are literally wrestling. It's like, no,
I just spit over.
I'm not gonna give it to you. You're gonna fucking give that to me right fucking now.
quit it.
They're just slapping each other. It's like soft
Yeah.
slapping. Do you want to roll against yourself to see who grabs the?
Yeah, I guess. What am I rolling? Is it a strength check?
Above table, I was not going to punish you for waiting a day, but I wanted you to RP that out exactly how you felt for your character.
Well, Tingles is an asshole. Quaylen is impatient, so it just kind of fits. Where's the strength check? Oh, strength check. Okay, so Quaylen has a -1 and Tingles has a 0. So it should be. Alright. Oh no, that's a saving throw. No, they both have -1. Okay. So Tingles is a 3. Oh shit, Quaylen won! You got a 10. Alright, so Quaylen rips it off of his head. He goes, ah! I fucking busted you! And Tingles just kind of stands up and brushes off his jacket or his cloak and just turns around and walks away. Ha! Now guess what, Gary? You're not getting your fucking Pappy until I say so. I got this fucking diamond, and I'm gonna use it how I see fucking fit. There. I'm the one that wins, not you two fuckers.
Gary just shakes his head. See, who's truly the selfish one, Tingles?
Oh, I'm still bringing your poppy back, but on my own goddamn terms. I'm trying to put the mission and the party ahead of my own interest, unlike you two. Whoppers.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Just gonna lord your ability over us.
Yeah, that's fucking right. And what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Guilt you.
Nah, it doesn't work, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Go fucking jack off in the bushes over there. I know that's what you were about ready to do anyway. Orkvo, just so you know, he jacks off behind you every fucking night.
You think I don't know that?
Hey, I just wanted to put it out there. I'm not just jacking off. It's a pillow, okay? Okay.
Oh my
I mean, I just let him do it because it tires him out.
That's fair. Anyways, we were playing cards.
Okay. All right. Is everything settled? Are we good to? We'll take our line. Does anyone else need anything else? Anyone else need anything?
I could use another attunement item.
Ooh.
The wings of flying are not serving me super well in space. I'm looking at the sane list. Give me just a second.
So are we extending it another day?
It was only extended a day from the original wish to get the
Right, so that his
the
wish should
item.
be available again
Mhm.
tomorrow. Yeah. Because
Right.
he has another spell that he casts.
Would I have time to
Yeah, foreskin.
read the book?
I mean, I'm not keeping track of your hours. You'll have to tell me. So you all fought the gift ship, came to the Rock of Brawl. That wasn't a very long trip. That was like an hour. And then you guys probably would have rested that night. You know, let's just say you got there around 9 p.m. 3 hours to midnight. Woke up the next day. So let's give you, say, 6 a.m. There was shopping for ship parts, et cetera, all that day. So you pretty much have 16 hours on that first day, technically, to study. And then if you guys waited another day, I think that shapes up to another 16 days or 16 hours, excuse me. So 2 days, I think if you're just, and I'm not being that strict on it. If you shopping and stuff, I really don't care. If you want to spend 2 days studying, that's 32 hours.
32 hours. Okay.
How many more hours do you need?
16.
So you guys could wait another day, resurrect Poppy. Romeo can get his buff. Because you guys would.
I think Nate wants Poppy to come back.
Oh, I do. I don't know who Poppy is, and I've been finding him through the improv. I want Poppy.
So ready to just bring this other NPC back.
We need 2 Garys.
Not above table. I wanted to be Gary be like, oh yeah, I totally won't make fun of Tingles, and Poppy comes in and it's just like, fuck you, Tingles.
Oh my God.
Did you hear any of that?
Beautiful.
So, but I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to wait extra time for Romuald.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to wait. I just want to know how much time I could get out of it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spells list because the
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
What were you saying, Riley? Camille?
I'm looking at the potions list at the moment at the same magical prices thing. Because that's basically the only thing I can do right now with all my money. And my immediate thought is, you know what would be really funny? Potions of growth.
If you want to get frisky with it, if you go to D&D Beyond and filter by potions and stuff, there's probably a bunch that's not even on Saints because of all the additional items and stuff. I know a couple of people on a different night found some stuff that was literally me going, yeah, you're not allowed to get that because it was so broken. There's some legendary potions that are actually out of this world.
There are 2 legendary potions. Storm Giant Strength, which increases your strength score to 29 for an hour. And Dragon's
It's
Majesty,
broken.
which is transforming into an adult dragon.
They found one that was legitimately like, I can't remember what it was called now, but it was a ridiculous buff that lasted forever. And like the more we talked about it, I was like, they rolled a 30 to find it. And they, you know, like I give you guys gold to get this stuff, but I never saw a potion before that I was just like, wow, that's actually so broken. It was the whole like buy it now because the legendary potion's not coming back.
Well, yeah, I just found.
yeah, I'm sure you'll find it. What is it?
Well, the potion of speed gives the haste effect for a full minute. No concentration required. Like, there's some really good ones. Potion of invulnerability is an obvious, like, what the hell?
Oh, no. So, potion of giant size. I'm pretty sure this is it. Not giant strength, but giant size. You might not have the, because I think this might have came from, I was from Storm King's Thunder, the adventure.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I just posted the description. This is what they were able to track down. When rolling damage for weapons enlarged in this manner, roll 3 times the normal number of dice. And it's like you also get like HP buff, and even when it wears off, that just turns into temporary. And it lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah, you become huge, which actually could genuinely be an issue, though. Like if you drink it and then, oh, well, here's a cave.
Your HP
5 foot
is
wide entrance.
doubled.
God, imagine having Cadmail. 220 HP. Oh yeah, I never did the long rest. So, doing that now. But imagine Cadmail except like 220 HP plus 220 temp HP. Or just however much Orcfo can get. I don't know Orcfo's HP, but that, yeah, would be a little ridiculous.
This would be a roll to find it, like 100%. It's an investigation check of a DC 30 to see if the Rock of Brawl has this item.
Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. In fact, I
sorry.
I actively don't want to get that because huge, I think, could be a big issue.
Sorry.
I don't want to try and go through a doorway when I'm huge, and it's like, oh, all right, where's the rules for squeezing?
It's pretty much, if it's like a 5 foot and you're huge, it's half movement, and I think attack rolls have a disadvantage while you're in there, if I remember.
Either way, potions of speed and growth, I think, are the 2 that I want to do. Maybe heroism as well.
There would still be investigation checks for good stuff, but speed, I think I've given that one out before pretty.
Yeah. Plus, I imagine the downside of haste will still apply with a potion of speed.
I don't remember, actually.
Actually,
I would like to find some sovereign glue and universal solvent just to have on hand.
Okay, so we're actually looking for items. So what is it that you're looking for, Cadmail? Let me start back with Riley. So potion of speed, and what was the other one?
Potion of growth.
Potion of growth.
And there's a third one that I think would be very interesting. It's more of an RP thing, kind of, but also not really, because it would be good if you're keeping track of watches. The Potion of Watchful Rest. It's not on the magical prices sheet.
Sorry,
But
what was it called?
basically it's-
Potion of what?
Watchful Rest. Short and sweet is when you drink it for the next 8 hours, you can take a long rest and stay awake for the whole thing. So theoretically, like Ramiel could read his book through the whole time or something like that.
You have a comment from Twitch saying, "Break the door. You'd be a juggernaut." Truth. Just destroy it, especially with your guys' stream scores. Potion of Watchful Rest. Sorry, that RPing of Gary literally took it out of me. Common item: when you drink the potion, you gain the following benefits of magic for the next hours. Magic can't be asleep, and you can remain awake during long rest and still gain its benefits. Oh yeah, I love that for you trying to game stuff for, especially if you're thinking of Ramiel for his reading the books, like 1%.
Yep.
I think you can get that off.
Only
Thunder
downside is Watchful Rest is not in the same magical prices thing, so
yeah, it's a common item, so legitimately, if you're not buying bulk, just say 200 gold to snag one of those.
Ooh, 200 for one. Alright.
If you want more, we'll think more about the ramifications for that, but a one-time use item is really not that bad.
How much is it?
200 gold.
'Cause I was also thinking instead of reading the book one day, I could cast Simulacrum, which takes 12 hours to cast, so that would take 12 hours out of reading the book, but having a copy of somebody else in the party might be useful if we wanted 2 orc foes or 2 cad males. And I already have the materials for it.
So you don't want to roll for the potion of giant growth, but you still want a potion of growth, even though it's the same issue of being big?
Well, potion of regular growth is just you go to large, and the main
the
thing
other
that
one's huge. Okay, I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a big difference.
And the other thing is that because it's with the enlarged spell, one, it does a bonus D4 damage, which is just nice to have. But of course, three attacks at a time, so 3d4 extra damage, not something to sneeze at. And advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, potion of growth being uncommon. That's not on Sanes.
Growth is on Sane. It's 270.
And is speed on there?
Yep, 400 gold.
Cool. Yeah, just go with the list for those. If you want more than one, we'll do like a D4 roll for it. But if you're just getting like one of each, it's not an issue.
Oh, I was hoping to get 2 of the two each of the growth and speed.
All right, roll a D4 for speed. Just hope for a 2 or
D4
higher.
speed. That's a 4.
Excellent. So you definitely at least 2, if not more. And go and roll a D4 for speed.
You growth. Okay. So I found 1 growth and 4 speed. I think, if that's how that works.
Yes, if growth was the first you roll for, that's 4 of those, and then 1 of speed. Yep.
I think you said other way around.
You tell me. I'm legitimately, my brain got fuzzy after Gary, and I'm thinking in 5 different directions.
Yeah, I think you said speed first, and I'm going to roll with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, if I get the 4 speeds, the 1 watchful rest, and the 1 growth, then, 2,070 gold.
Breaking the bank. All right. Anything else, Riley? Cadmiel?
Maybe, like, however many potions of healing I can reasonably find. Like, just
regular
basic
potions
healing.
of healing? Then literally as many as you want.
Okay, I might get, like, 10.
Do you want to roll for, like, better ones? Like, greater ones would be, like, a D8 roll, and then above that would be investigation checks to try and snag some. Like, if you roll high enough on investigation, someone could snag a supreme healing, Pricey.
Potion of greater healing. You know what? Yeah, greater healing I'm going to take a look for. You said D8?
Yeah, roll a D8 plus 2.
1 D8. So 4.
4 of those.
Okay.
Anyone can make the investigation check on behalf of the party for the better ones. If you want, but it's up to you. Just at higher levels, the bigger ones will be a little bit more applicable.
Well, Bengals has a great investigation.
Do you want to roll for the party? You're rolling for the party? Excellent. You do find some, what's the next up? Superior healing, I think is the next one. Go ahead, Tingles, roll a d4 and add 1.
4.
All right, so you find 4 superior healings, and it's a DC 30 for Supreme, but you guys have a chance to take a crack at that. You're going to roll for that one too, Tingles?
Does anyone else have a better investigation or no?
What's yours? Plus 10? I have a
12.
Oh, 12? Okay. Yeah, yours is better.
Okay. Hold on, I'm adding the 4 superior. I keep forgetting I have a flying chariot. I know it's like we left it somewhere, wherever.
Yeah, Ponderosa, really flexible with magic items, and they found a potion of giant growth, a legendary
Okay,
one
so
from
I'm rolling
Storm King's
again
Thunder.
for something
Makes
else,
you
right?
huge, triples your weapon damage, doubles your HP.
Do we lose an
It's
8?
ridiculously strong.
Uh,
Now I was talking to Twitch chat.
Oh, okay. So you said I'm rolling again, though?
Yeah, investigation. It's a DC 30.
Eesh, 27. Well, I do have inspiration.
There's things you can do. Buff yourself.
Yeah. Well, Quaylen casts, what is it, guidance on him? Guidance, right? That can be a D4, but then I guess I can do Bardic Inspiration on myself. Right. Yeah, I'll do Bardic Inspiration because that's 1D12.
It's been a while since you guys have
All
had
right,
to use your stuff out of combat.
1D12. All right, that gets us over 30.
Excellent. Yeah, so you find... Okay, I'll say roll a d4 minus 1, minimum 1. They're pricey, so there's a chance you can find multiple.
3.
Yeah, let's look at the Potion of Supreme Healing, just for everyone knows how big of a gain that is, Potion of Supreme Healing. I wonder if it's... And the Potions of Healings are always weird.
I just have to type in just healing, and then it
I'm just going to find the direct
10d4 plus 20. So we get 3 of these, right?
If you want to spend money on them, they are pricey. Let's see what Sane says for that.
Oh, was I supposed to buy the other ones, the Potion of Healing?
This is how many you're gonna find, and that's up to you if you guys want to spend money on them. Yeah, exactly. It's how many will be on offer, and then how much money you want to spend.
But the ones that I just got, the superior, I need to.
You'll
pay
end
for
up having to
those?
pay for those. Yep.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
added
you don't
those
just.
maybe.
Yeah, you don't automatically just get them, but you're able to find that many. Alrighty. Potion of Supreme. So that one, I know that one will be a big starting point. Damn, I thought it was actually going to be more. It's only at $13.50 on Sane's, which it is what it is. What is it at?
Like 1,350.
Yeah, it's 10d4 plus 20. That's a really good healing buff. Yeah, so let me just type it out for you. So,
Let me remove the Potion of Healing Superior, and
I
then
think regular healings are just 50. Greater, I think, are 150. And then superior, 450. And supreme, 1350. So those are the prices. You guys see how many you have, so it's up to you how many you want to purchase.
so we had 4 superior and 3 supreme. Right.
You have 3 Supremes. And then how many did you roll for the Superior? 4, I think. 4 Superior.
There's 4. Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, you guys have the gold to spend. So if you want those.
4,050 for the Superior and 18.
Ponderosa in chat says, "How do you forget you have a flying chariot, dude? They have so many magic items." They earlier in the campaign they killed a demigod red dragon and looted its hoard. So they have so much magic items. They've literally been telling me they don't want more legendary. They want common items because they can actually use those.
Yeah.
They also have a spell jammer now, so the chariot's not as relevant. 3 spell jammers.
Yeah. You stop counting after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so the total of those potions, right, is 5850. Obviously, Tingles could front the whole bill, but he's not gonna. No.
I know you're a self.
All right. So, okay, right. I'm assuming we probably want all of these potions, correct? Everyone? I think it would be beneficial to us.
Yeah,
So
why not?
The total price is 5,850. We have what? What? 5 people in the party. So that'd be 1170 per person.
11,000 gold.
No, 1,170 per person.
Okay, yeah. I still don't have that much after all buying all my potions. Or, well, I do, but that would almost completely exhaust all my gold.
I mean, I could front you some of those funds, and then you just pay me back whenever we finish looting at the end of this, right? I only had a small fee, an interest if it takes too long, but
Technically, you could just tax him right now.
who are you talking to, Justin? Which one?
Was it Tingles? Tingles?
Tingles is telling Cadmiel, but were you telling Tingles to tax Cadmiel or Cadmiel to tax Tingles?
Lord Tingles, it occurs to me that though you've owned your property for more than a year, you've yet to pay a single gold in your taxes.
It's funny you should say that, because through various deductibles, I found that actually the kingdom owes me. And I just haven't called in on that debt. It's sort of complicated. I have an accountant guy. He handles that sort of thing for me. But listen, if you want to go down that road, I'm sure we can show the ledger as to who owes whom at this point. I've invested in a lot of infrastructure for the kingdom.
Largely medical.
Come on, that's part of it, and that's entertainment, right? But I front those
More
bills.
the cleanup after the entertainment.
All right, listen, I'll pay for half of yours. How's that?
What was the exact, 1,170?
Mm-hmm. So you would owe 585. I'll pay my 1170 plus 585.
No,
All right.
I'll provide my 1170, and we shall. If I need some financial help, largely I'd imagine to pay those working on my spelljammer, then I shall ask you for help. You've proven yourself to be very reliable, Lord Tingles. So, yeah. Cadmiel will provide 1,170 gold.
All right. Everyone else?
What
Jumping
are
in
we
on
getting? Sorry. What is it?
It's all the potions. 4 potions of superior and 1 potion of supreme healing.
Cool. Yeah. 1. How many?
1170. 1,170.
Subtracting.
All right. Is there a
Should I
way?
put 1 in my inventory?
Yeah. However we want to divide it up. Tingles doesn't care.
I'll just put a superior, right?
Superior and yeah, there's superior and supreme. So I would think probably the supremes should go to the guys up front. Or what do you guys think? Like,
I'll take a superior. It's fine.
I'll take it supreme. Thank you.
Gary, you're not getting shit.
I want a pizza, you son of a bitch. We're talking about pizzas, right?
So how many of each potion do we have?
We have 4 4 superiors and 3 supremes. I feel like we're talking about pizza or something.
Yeah.
That was Gary's joke. I want pizza.
I would like to take one of the supremes. No
Okay.
olives or any. I'm taking the carnivore.
Hold the onions, damn it.
Carnivore potion.
Extra mushrooms.
So I have yoinked one of the supremes.
Okay. Romulo, you're kind of squishy. Do you? Ooh, Quaylen is really squishy. Damn.
Does he still have the
Oh, yeah.
whatever health debuff from?
Yeah, make sure
active?
your debuff is not. I don't think we had it on your sheet though, so you should be fine.
It wasn't on the sheet, and I did a
Yeah.
long rest, but he's at his HP is really low, like 129.
I love that's low now for you guys. Remember when you had 6 HP 3 years
Right,
ago?
right. Is there an easy way to convert gold to like copper to gold so that when I take the 1170 out of Quaylen, I'm just taking out the copper?
What is it?
I don't think so.
It's like 10 copper to a silver, and then 10 silver to a gold. You do more number
1
crunching than I
GP
do,
equals
so
100 copper. All right.
you number crunch that.
Well, I don't have that much copper. I have like half though.
All right. More shopping? I feel like we haven't got past the potion yet. Romil, were you going to get something?
Nope. I'm probably just gonna. Did he get the two potions of the Watchful Rest, or just one?
I just got one.
Mm-hmm. If you want a second one, I would just say roll an investigation check.
26.
Yeah. You find a second one.
How much were they?
What'd I say? 150? They're common.
Ah,
In context for you, they're broken, but they are common potions.
Yeah, 200 is what you gave me as a cost.
all right. So yeah, I'll buy
Some
another one
starter
of those.
spells. Jeff, you're going
No.
to use... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nope. Just talking to myself.
Orkva wants to attune to the Ring of Spell Storing, and he said starter spells.
Yep. So it
the
says
way
when
they-
found, it contains 1d6 minus 1 levels of stored
Oh.
spells chosen by the GM.
I have one if you'd like it.
I have one. I don't know why it's in my inventory. I think maybe you got rid of it or we found it or something.
Who knows at this point?
I honestly can't remember. Yeah.
This would be my suggestion. Instead of me figuring out a whole bunch of random spells to put in it, because there's so many, you can have your fellow spellcasters put some in there with the spells they know.
Cool.
Because Justin might have some good suggestions, clever ideas for using it.
So, like, it says 5 levels worth of spells. Does that mean it can have a level 1 and a level 2 and a level 3, so on?
Essentially, yeah, as long as it all adds up to 5. Yep.
But I can't have 5 5th level spells.
Exactly. I'm pretty
Can have 1 5th level. Oh, I see. A 4 and a 1 kind of thing. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So real quick, so Orkfo, you took a superior. So we have 3 superior left. Cadmiel, you took a supreme. So we have 2 supremes left. So who's taking what from there? I think Tingles will take a superior and leave the supreme for...
I thought you guys already divvied out the potions. I think people grabbed the ones they were going to grab, right?
I grabbed one.
Orkfo grabbed one, Cadmiel grabbed one, nobody else grabbed the others.
Oh, okay.
So either we can just shove them in someone's pocket and anyone can get them, we can hand them off, or we
fair too,
each have a potion. And
I mean,
I think it's best if
Orkfo-
everyone has a potion available to their person.
yeah, Orkfo could, I guess, take one of the supreme ones, because even though he does have the damage resistance from rage, it would still probably be good for him to...
Yeah, that's what I was
Actually-
wondering, Orkfo, if you want to just take a supreme, that way when you get low, you can just shove one of those up your butt and you recharge.
Yeah, I'm very rarely going to use it on myself, though, because, like, even if I drop, I have plenty of opportunities to try to come back.
Very hard to
okay.
kill them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as
Like,
you
I
guys
would,
said,
I would
it's
use
not
it on
really a
somebody else.
right choice, right? If someone's down and they had one on their person, it's there, and I always allow you guys to grab potions from a person and use it on them as an action.
All right, well, Thingles will take a superior, so that leaves 2 superiors and 2 supremes.
Does Quaylen have any?
Quaylen does not, no.
He's the one that probably
So-
needs potions the most. He's the one that I feel like I've
Yeah.
been downing often. Fuck you,
Uh,
Quaylen.
okay. So he'll take a supreme, so there's 1 supreme left. And 2 superiors. Ramiel, what do you want?
Oh, I still have superior left. I don't know where I got this.
Why don't you take the supreme, the final supreme, and then the final 2 superiors can just go to Cadmiel and Orkfo. Because Tingles and Quaylen have a bunch of healing spells, right? So it's like sometimes they're up, Orkfo and Cadmiel might be up front, and it's hard to get to them to cast a healing spell. You might want to, there might be a desire to save those upper level spell slots that would be able to cast healing at a distance, but they need to use
So, a supreme, or
yeah, supreme for you, and then
okay.
a superior each for Cadmiel and Orkfo. Yeah,
Okay.
cool. All right, done with the potions then.
We
So
good?
Cadmiel, Orkfo.
I'm gonna have to allow
superiors to
the
yours.
comment. Butt chugging potions enter the bloodstream faster. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, how do you think that a combat revive with a potion works?
What do you think Quaylen does back
You
there?
need it to be instant.
Any orifice.
The supreme potions are suppositories.
They work
Put it in quick. Gotta get it in deep. Oh god.
You reckon that there's, like, a potion of healing version of auto brewery syndrome?
Oh god, I don't know what that is.
Auto
I am scared to
brewery
Google it.
syndrome?
I'm not Googling that.
Auto brewery syndrome is basically your body naturally breaks sugars down into alcohol because, like, I don't know, I think it's something like yeast along your digestive system or something.
Interesting.
Like, if there's yeast growing in your intestine, then it gets access to any sugars that are undigested. And then, wow, look, you're high because you ate a sugary breakfast. Or not high, but drunk.
Hmm. Interesting.
And so, what were you saying? Do you think there's a potion for that?
No, is there
is there
a
similar-
potion of healing equivalent of that? Like, is there an auto-healery potion syndrome?
Syndrome.
Like inside your stomach, you're brewing potions through your intestines, and you just like auto heal yourself. Is that?
Yeah, that would be simultaneously awesome, but also I can imagine kind of hellish.
That's pretty much Orkfo, in my opinion. He's hard to kill, so I like to
Yeah.
imagine.
Or
There's
He's
actually
just Putin.
or maybe you have a syndrome where healing potions get you drunk.
That'd be a fun curse effect, actually. I'm gonna
All
write
right,
that one
Healing
down.
potion. Fuck.
Roll a
All right,
Constitution
now
save
that
to the
you're
Y,
brought up
you're drunk.
now that you're brought up in the middle of combat, roll a d4. Why? Well, that's the number of rounds for which you are drunk.
That'd be cruel. You get max HP on the healing potion, con save to not have the poison condition.
Jeez. Like, please don't heal me, God. I can't take it.
All right, so any advice on the Ring of Spell storing for Orkfo? A combination of spells that can add up to level 5 or like a level 5 spell.
Oh, is he picking spells?
It's like, in my opinion, instead of me picking a whole bunch out, you guys can put them in there for him, and you can be more strategic about it. Because
Yeah, I
when
think
he
it would
has the
be-
ring on, he'll be able to cast the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Haste,
thinking.
maybe?
I mean, I've got
Classic.
4 potions of speed, and those don't even need concentration, because keep in mind, he's going to be probably frontline getting thwacked. So,
And yeah, I can't concentrate on anything when I'm raging,
Mm.
which I'm always raging, so it can't be concentration really.
So then,
So-
what buff spells and maybe like a couple of distance spells that he can shoot off while he's closing the gap.
I could give you 5 charges of shield.
as if he.
Well,
Wait, so-
I mean, you never know.
That
Or
it's not
absorb
horrible,
elemental.
actually.
That's a +5 to your AC. That's pretty
We,
strong.
what if he also has counter?
Counterspell.
Yeah.
Well, let me clarify a rule here too, because this is something I had to learn through one of my other campaigns, and I posted this a while back, but I know it can get lost in the sauce. So the cool thing about casting the spell from the ring is that it cannot be counterspelled because
Oh shit.
it's been a while since I've had to talk about this because I went back and forth and I had a deep dive to understand and make sure I was ruling this correctly. But the best I can tell, raw and rules as intended, is that spells from a magic item technically can't be countered spells because you're not using any of the components when you're using that item. So casting spells from the ring cannot be counterspelled, hypothetically.
So then, if he counters a spell, they can't counter his counter.
You know, that's actually a good use for it. Yeah, 100%. That's clever.
Fuck
Even
yeah.
I would take that, actually. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Even if I give you counterspell, you have 2 more.
'Cause that's a
Charges.
level 3 spell. Clever, JP.
I don't
I'm proud of you, actually.
see anywhere in D&D Beyond to like put the spells that are stored in it. Just
Oh,
have to
that's
like
fair.
customize it.
You just
Yeah,
That's janky.
you just write it in the notes is what I do.
Yeah,
Like I have one that has scrying stored on it right now.
Yeah, the Beyond character sheet is both very intuitively strong and cool, and then limiting in a lot of other ways.
I'm
Like,
just
this seems like a
imagining.
fairly regular thing to do that they should have fixed by now.
Well, to be fair, I think you adding it to the notes on the item itself, because that's what you did, Justin. That actually
Yeah.
makes sense as a simple thing.
And then it just lists it off to the side.
But don't
I
get
had
me wrong,
notes for like all my items.
Yeah, if you click on the item, you should be able to customize and put it in the notes. As you guys saw with me with the Spelljammer weapon attacks, the fact that I can't just go into your character sheet, add a custom ability real quick, and create my own custom modifier for the to roll on it and the damage without having to go as many loops as I do, or hoops. It's just like, that to me is a huge oversight. It should be a lot simpler than that for custom like actions and stuff.
Do you want-
Shatter would be pretty cool.
Ooh.
That's a level 2, right?
Oh, that's concentrate. Wait. Actually, do you need to concentrate on a spell when used through Ring of Spell Storing?
And concentration will still be required. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you give me Shatter?
Does he have Shatter? Probably. I think.
Oh, does anybody have Shatter?
I like to imagine Rommel probably has every spell now for a wizard.
He has every evocation spell, I'm sure.
I don't know Shatter.
Ooh,
What?
I got a lot of mileage out of Shatter in BG3 with an Invocation Wizard.
Can I roll to see if I can find a Shatter scroll?
Sure. Roll a D20. Add investigation. Campaign I am in milk gets halflings wasted for some reason. I love random lore stuff like that. Or campaign stuff.
19.
19. Sure. You find a spell scroll of Shatter. Do you attempt to cast it into the ring?
No. Hey, Romuel, look what I found. How much can I buy that for, by the way?
Oh, that's actually a very good question. Let's see if spell scrolls are in Saint Magical.
I think they are.
Yes. Very cheap.
Looks like 120.
120. Yep.
Do. Let me take that out. Hey, Romuel, look what I found. I heard this guy got this ring, and I kind of want to blow some shit up if it gets too close to me. Do you think you could, like, maybe put this in here? I don't know how any of this works, man. Do you just, like, crinkle it up real small and, cry on it or something? That's some backguano.
Well, I could scribe the spell and store it in the ring. That would
I don't know
probably
what that
take a
means, but-
while.
Cool. Yeah, man, that sounds fun. How about, what was the other one that we decided would be good? That was 3rd level. My mind has just lost it.
Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Counterspell, yeah.
Counterspell.
Also, I seen y'all block some of them magic stuffs, and that looks fun, too.
Here's a weird thing. Sorry. Continue. I apologize. I should not interrupt your RP because I just had a weird thought.
I'm pretty much done, so...
Can you put counterspell into the ring if you are interrupting a creature in the process of casting a spell? Like you have, that's the trigger. That's the weird. Obviously, I'm going to allow it, but I think there's a world where raw, maybe counterspell cannot be put into it. Because it requires like a trigger to go off, which is someone attempting to interrupt the creature. I'm sure that's not as intended, but that's a funny. Okay, so Shatter Scroll's been picked up. Do you want to do the whole Romuel puts in his spell book and then puts it in there? Because, invocation spell.
Or I could just cast it.
And just
And
not add it to your spell book at all?
if we don't... I don't think we'll have the time, because with the potions, that would provide the exact amount of time
For you to get the book off. Gotcha.
to get the book off. So,
What stat is that boosting again?
what's that?
What stat is that boosting again?
The book? Intelligence.
Intelligence? What's it going to take your intelligence score to?
22.
Okay.
Romuel will be as smart as Cadmail is strong.
It's more about his spell save DC at this point.
Yeah, there's an extra +1 to
Yeah,
spell save DC of you won't is still.
I love it. Level 18. Let's go. Yeah, everyone to go about it. If you just want to, if you don't have time, then it makes sense you just use the spell scroll. Shatter goes into your ring, so you have the counterspell and shatter in that there, Orkvo.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Also, just so you guys know, I was thinking about Thorn Cleaver for Orkvo recently because I think I was listening to Crit Roll or something, and he's raging all the time. So that little roll a d4 every time he rages, like a little random effect, would never go off anymore. So we adjusted it so he can activate it as a bonus action whenever he wants and has like charges and stuff now.
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I was like, we don't.
It's also kind of scary.
Yeah. I did tell him like if he felt like he was he made a good point too. It's like you guys have like out leveled the damage and that stuff I could do to you all, but like one of you getting frightened could be detrimental for a turn. But I did say if with that many sessions we might have left until level 20, if he felt too hesitant to use it because of the detrimental, then talk to me and then we can adjust it for something more fun than being too afraid to use it kind of thing.
Like it. I'm happy to be able to use it again.
Yes. Okay. Any other shopping? Any other optimizations? Moving around stuffs? All right. I'm gonna make.
I mean, if you want me to find a manual of bodily health, I will search for one of those. But that seems a little broken.
Roll investigation check.
Investigation.
More or less, you could find it, but then it's like, all right, guys, we need to wait another 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not.
16. Yeah.
That's literally a DC 30, to be fair.
Yeah. Then I had no chance.
Mm-hmm. Other people in the party had a chance. All right. So I'm going to say at certain points through your days, I just rolled an investigation check for Tatiana. She, knowing what you are getting into, goes and she's been moving in and about the Rock of Brawl. And Romil, let's just say she kind of approaches you. Romil, I've been... Do you have a moment? I see you're still in the middle of the book.
Yes, this book is incredible.
How long
It has
did I get a chance?
memories.
New memories?
That's what it feels like.
Interesting. I've heard of these, but I've never seen one in person. Would you be able to lend it to me whenever you're finished?
Of course.
Excellent.
Although, I don't think you'll be able to use it for another century, but that shouldn't be the problem for either of us.
Yep, everything goes according to plan. I wanted to speak of the Badge's plans. Do you know anything about this chaos beast?
Only what that gift told us?
Yes, I picked his brain on it, and he had a lot of vagaries to say. Oh, he never has fought one directly. He just knows it by reputation and how to find one. So I have been poking my head in. I've found some interesting figures here in the Rock of Brawl. I actually want to return in the future. There's a whole universe of different kind of... Anyways. It's going to be a monstrous beast. And not easy to take down. I did track down one piece of useful information. Through chaos, we should expect a lot of psychological damage, mental damage. It appears to be a byproduct of its nature that more than physically hurting, it will lash out into our minds. And it's supposed to be very big. I don't know if that information is useful for you and the Badgers, but I wanted to be a little bit more prepared for heading in.
Oh. I'll let everyone else know.
And she kind of looks very, she kind of like furrows her brow. Did you know that there was a person inside the staff from Osiriak?
Yes. Did I not mention it?
Nate doesn't remember, but maybe you do that you did. But she does just... He's intriguing.
He's Netherese in origin, I suspect.
That is what I suspect also from what he was mentioning. Some of his dialect also seems to be a little more archaic at times. Were you able to get any information out of him?
He was pretty adamant on not going near Asera ever again.
Yes, he was saying similar things to me previously when you first handed the staff over. His tune has changed. He seems almost eager for this trip now. It's a very peculiar change of goals. As much as I can converse with him, though, I'm trying to... Don't know why. I think he maybe perhaps is sensing the end of Osiriak, and maybe he sensed your power with the meteor swarm. I couldn't help but notice, did Tingles do what I think he did?
I believe so.
I could feel the literal fabric of the weave being torn asunder and shifted around him. And when I peered over, he was dangling it over Quaylen. This diamond. I've never felt, I guess your meteor swarm was close to that. I've never witnessed anything like that before in my life. I've heard of the wish. What that power was... I can't even put it into words. Is he aware that he's a god now? Or dabbling in the powers?
I think it's best that he doesn't know. His head's big enough as it is.
That's fair. You know, I've known you for a long time. But seeing you grow and everyone around you, I've tapped into the divine in my own way. Not the same path of you all, but a darker path. You all could shake the multiverse at its very foundation if you chose. And then I see Gary amongst all of you. I don't think anyone exists in the multiverse like you all. Wielding the power of the gods. And then your mascot is a horny little badger. I like that a lot.
Yes. Yes, I'm trying to hold on to the memories as best I can. I'm probably never going to forget this. Everything. All the way back to Phandalin.
Do you think you'll remember in 1,000 years?
Well, at my age, it still seems like a long way off. I don't want to make any promises.
That was me also asking myself. You'd like to think you wouldn't forget this. But 1,000, 2,000 years. I wonder what impact it will have on our course. I guess this is our course to get to 1,000 years. At least I made my choices, but for you, this is your journey to immortality. So I guess perhaps you'll never forget. Maybe, perhaps I'll be able to forget the wrongs I have done in time.
Perhaps I won't need 1,000 years. I just wanted more time.
And I never necessarily wanted time. I just wanted power. More time. I know I've been a bit more aloof during some of your more recent engagements, but I do think it's about time for me to start carrying my weight, so I'll be more active and not play such a supporting role in the upcoming combat. This Chaos Beast worries me. Its description is... I think you'll need all the help you can get. Enjoyed reading. Hope it unlocks
Thank you.
1,000 years of new memories for you.
Well, in a century, you'll find out for yourself.
I hope so. She kind of gets up and walks away. Awesome. So she did pass some information on to you. It's up to you guys if you want to discuss that. But any other preps?
What was the information? That like psychically destructive, essentially.
In mechanical terms, apparently this beast will do a lot of psychic damage.
Yeah. Hey, that's harmful for me. I should think about that.
Well, that hurts.
That actually
rolled
hurts.
for Tatiana because I'm like, I also wanted to give you, and like, she had to roll well though to find the information on it. But I'm like, if Jeff gets into this combat and starts getting slammed with psychic again, I didn't want you to feel targeted. It wasn't intentional, and I also wouldn't.
I'm triggered.
Yep. But she did have to roll for that, and she did luckily get enough information. If you guys didn't spend more time, she wasn't going to be able to do that research and find it.
All right. So, how much would it cost to get an aluminum foil helmet?
Like in above table, I have no idea if that's even anything you can even do, but it did feel like it, if someone rolled well enough, it could be a worthwhile thing to take into account.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything we can do other than just hit hard and hit fast.
I get psychic damage every time Tingles walks into the fucking room. I can't believe you wanted to take that from me, Quaylon. Did you see that? can't just you would take that from me, but you're also gonna give me my pappy back. Fuck you.
Gary, I told you I'm gonna bring your fucking poppy back. I can't wait to hear all the fucking shit he has to say. If he's anything like you, God damn us all.
Gary's little badger lower lip starts quivering. Sorry, I was just so upset with Tingle. You're really gonna bring pappy back?
Yes, but not on your timeline. We've got to put the party first, and I told you that, alright? But after it's all done, as long as we still have this diamond, I'll bring him back. Otherwise, we're gonna have to fucking save up and gain some scratch somewhere.
Gary kind of walks over and gives you a tender little hug on the leg. Thank you, Quaylen. I really do miss Pappy.
I mean, how much longer is it? I bring him back to life. How much longer is he gonna fucking live after that?
I mean, he was pretty old, but he was pretty
You're right.
Well, he was vigorous. It was a griffin. Quaylen, it was a griffin. He's got some spunk. He got some years left. He just had so much more to teach me.
Right. Like you need to be taught anything else.
If Pappy is around, maybe then he wouldn't have gone and fucked with that whale. And then he'd be alive too.
Alright, listen, everyone. I'm ready to go find this fucking chaos monster. What do we think?
I think if we find a really big sword to put in the Bombard's cannon.
Did somebody say big sword? I have
Big
this
ass
Holy
sword.
Avenger great sword that I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Orkfo, you said you bought some sovereign glue, yes?
I
I'm just
wanted
imagining-
to.
Just imagining we take the sovereign glue and we glue all of the weapons we've been collecting but can't use to the front of one of the cannonballs, and we just...
Just eat it.
So, so I mean, Tingles has mending. Could that be used?
Not, unfortunately,
As flavor?
not. Well, I mean, for flavor, if you guys can't see from my message in the Discord, please put a Holy Avenger into a cannon and shoot it at something.
Done.
Also, I have so many players like beg for a Holy Avenger for you guys to put it into and like shoot it off into space. And if you miss, it's like, oh well. Anyways, moving on. It would be beautiful, but also making contact with a Holy Avenger on something in the middle of space sounds amazing.
All right, we're doing it.
So, like for flavor, 100%. There's raw things I have to think about. Like, I think to get a lot of the bonuses from a Holy Avenger, you have to be attuned to it, et cetera, et cetera. But if you use it as like a one-time shot thing, like we'll be very lenient on you shooting a legendary item at something.
Well, from a
Just love-
real-time perspective, I've had this thing
Yeah.
on Tingle's backpack for months, if not longer, and we've not like Tingles brings it up every few days.
Yeah,
He's like, hey guys, I got this sword. So I'm all for it.
I mean, also, you
And-
guys
and-
have like those. It doesn't even have to be sorry, I'm even problem solving for you. That's how excited I am. You could use it like as a bolt, right? You have so many bolt launchers. Those might be more practical for it, but also just putting it in the bombard.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Imagine you just being giant crossbow, but instead of a bolt, it's a freaking Holy Avenger.
Be hilarious. It would have been cool if like we were using the bolts and they were like, oh shit, we ran out of bolts. Does anyone have anything? Like, hold on, guys.
The Holy Avenger's brought out like holy
Shoots
hand
it,
grenade.
misses. Just fine.
This is what I would say. Either you have it
shit.
on your person at all time, or you can put it on one of the ships. So it's quote unquote ammunition for one of those if the occasion arises. It's up to you. You would have to declare that. Does that make sense? Like you can't be fighting something off of it and be like, well, can I have the Holy Avenger there? Like put it on the ship that you want, and then if it comes
Tingles
up,
is definitely
going
going to keep it with him on his ship. And then
Captain
it's
Alexander.
probably the first one he shoots. We were like, what is he putting on that? He's just like, fuck this sword.
Captain Alexander, this like GIF, this hippo man. He's speaking to you. Just, you know, my boy, that you could buy another spell jammer with that there, but if you want me to launch it at something, I'd be happy to. Is Holy Avenger even legendary? I feel like it is, but I don't remember. Maybe it's just like very rare. Holy
It's legendary.
It is
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Even better.
I love it.
It says it requires attunement by a paladin, so none of us can even attune to it.
Yeah. I mean, we could have sold it for a shit ton, but
A ship
Tingles
done.
is so
Hey Tatiana, you're pretty good at finding stuff. Could you find me one of them there potions of psychic resistance?
Yes, I could have some connections through the rock now. She's very unsettled's not the right word. Off-kiltered by the fact that Orkfo's asking anything.
Yeah, I'm like looking at her like intently, like into her soulless head.
Her soulless head. Ooh, that's not a good
I was gonna
call.
say peering into her soul.
I actually feel like
But she was
100%. I was gonna say she was gonna roll an advantage just for one of you to have been asking her for like a favor, and you did kind of generally ask kind of Orkfo kindly, just kind of. She was like, oh, let me pull up her official stats again. 1 minute.
Actually, yeah, on the same magical prices sheet, it's 300 gold, and it's an hour for resistance to that type of damage.
Well, I am able to find a couple. Let's see how many. 1d4 plus 1.
Ooh, guaranteed
2.
minimum 2. Guaranteed 2.
She comes back. Orkfo was able to find 2 potions.
I appreciate your effort. You know, sorry to bug you and stuff.
It wasn't
Most
an
likely
issue.
kill you in the morning.
She's like awkwardly just like nods and turns and walks away. I do want to say this for Ponderosa, and he's been hanging out with us, or they've been hanging out with us. This character Tatiana famously has killed 2 of the party members, player characters, over the 3 years we've been playing. But it's tied into Romuald Justin's backstory very heavily, and on this final arc has come back, apologized, and is working with the party. And so their interactions are very very interesting, to say the least.
Also, she's a lich.
And she's a lich. It's very important. What I was thinking of her today, I was like, I'm not saying she's got a complete redemption, right? There's a lot going on, but I'm like, oh, she's the Vegeta of the party.
Hey.
When you want to look just like Vegeta, but grow up to have his hairline.
That's good.
That is me.
You grew up, yeah. Definitely the best character design in all of DBZ.
If we have 2 potions of psychic resistance available, I would honestly recommend Orkfo, because big tanky, and then one of the spellcasters, because Cadmail already deals with a decent amount of damage, and I've got ways to deal with it. But yeah.
So
Also, I
I've never
don't-
used this spell, protection from good and evil, or from evil and good. It protects from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Would a lich be undead?
A
Yes.
lich is undead, yep.
Okay.
I'm just half imagining Tingles just casually listing that off and asking Tatiana, a lich is undead, right? Yeah? You'd know, right?
But there's another spell in here that I'm thinking of that. Oh no, that's acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. Okay. I feel like I do have something in here that's. We're trying to find stuff that can protect against psychic damage. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Hmm. We should do Hero's Feast, right? Before we start.
Always.
Always.
So
I know.
I took one of those potions of psychic resistance. Somebody take the other one just before we forget.
Immune to poison and being frightened. Yeah. And then makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Okay. And hit point maximum increases by 2d10. Nice. All right. So are we on our last night
Yeah,
before?
time has been wishy-washy, as you can see, but you've had like a couple days of getting stuff done. But when you're ready, we can say it's the last night before heading out, and Heroes Feast and etc. is happening.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Here, whenever we're. I'm just claiming now that we're going to do Heroes Feast before the night's over, just so I don't forget to say it.
That's totally fine.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that's any sort of protection against psychic power. Unless I just wish someone to have permanent resistance to psychic.
I mean, you could wish for like armor. There's like psychic resistant armor, but that's kind of a bad use of it, I think.
Well, you can't wish for magic items.
Oh, cool.
What is there is this spell. I like to
Yeah, oh wait, you grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type you choose. And that's not like a wish, that's the other. It's like creating
the one that like will succeed.
Yeah.
Could cast invulnerability on you.
But it doesn't. What's the time frame on that? Because it doesn't.
What spell are you looking at? Are you looking at Wish?
I'm looking at Wish, yeah. You grant up to 10 creatures you can see immunity to a single spell or other magical effect for 8 hours. But the other one, you grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type you choose, but it doesn't give a time frame. Or the other one specifically.
No,
says
funny
for
enough,
8 hours.
I think that's permanent, and it actually makes sense. And I don't think I even realized this. In one of my other campaigns, it was during their like 1 year downtime, and one of them was like, "Oh yeah, I spent time doing archaeological digs, and they're in the desert." And I was like, "Okay, rolled for like investigation to find stuff." Someone rolled for a magic genie essentially, and they got 3 witches they had to use in that next hour, and she wished for resistance to necrotic damage. And they've had resistance to necrotic damage ever since.
Oh, shit. All right. So, what day are we on? Are we on the day where he made the diamond?
Okay, so to be fair, you did not want to spend another day because of the true resurrection. You know, like there was no plans to, and you were going to save a wish slot, right? So you have not had an extra day. You would have to spend another day to cast that wish.
Well,
and I hope you guys don't mind us like slowing down, because it's like just real above table talk real again. Like, who knows how many sessions we'll get at this high level play, and how often you'll be able to do this again and get to use the spell wish. I really am like trying to slow it down so we understand what it's capable of and what you guys can do with it. I'm loving this. Like, oh, what can it do? And working with you guys on that.
Yeah, so I think this is worth waiting another day. What do you guys think? This is JP talking, not Tingles. Just trying to plan.
Oh, so you can wait another.
We're gonna bring back the pappy.
We're gonna take back my freaking pappy.
Did we find any like potions that had resistance?
2 potions of psychic resistance.
So I mean, if it's
already took one.
Yeah, so it's like if we're just worried about this one encounter, then that wish could probably.
Well, it's not a
wait for another time.
Wish. It's part of wish, but it's not like I cast the spell wish. It's just I can give everyone.
You will cast the 9th level spell.
Yeah, correct. But I'm
Yeah.
I'm not potentially losing wish.
Oh, you're talking about like the off.
No.
30% roll.
Yeah.
I don't think Justin's talking about that either.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's just waiting another day.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could set us up for the Asarak fight as well, right?
I mean,
All right, something to think about. Give us permanent resistance to something. Or we could just wait 10 days and give ourselves resistance to everything.
I think the world would die in that time. I think Nate would make the world die.
No, what? I'm not going to say what would and would not happen, but like legitimately, I love that you're thinking about that because it's like legitimately realizing the repercussions of what you can do now, right? Man, if I spent a week, I can just cast this all day, every day, and we now have resist. Everyone has resistance. Like that's ridiculous, right? That's how broken it is. But that's also why you often see in high-level campaigns where there's usually ticking time bombs.
Also,
characters are broken.
Also, I'm reading the stress of casting Wish to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. So it's not just like one of the effects, it's like every time you cast it, to create an object of 25,000 gold, or, regain HP or anything like that. If you're doing
that's actually a
anything
good point.
other
That's
than
interesting.
doing 7th level or lower spell, you actually are still risking it, and you get the weaken and all that stuff.
On the scope above examples. Oh, that's funny. You can create one of those at choice. You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope. The GM has a great logic that occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. The spell might simply fail, or might, for example, wishing that a villain were dead, prevail you forward in time to a period. Simply wishing for a legendary magic item might turn to the presence, and the stress of casting the spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. After enduring that stress, each time you cast a spell until you finish the long rest, you take 1d. Well, the casting the spell to produce any other effect then duplicating the spell weakens you. After enduring that stress, you can each time cast a spell until you finish a long rest. You take 1d10 necrotic damage per spell at that level. Blah, 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 blah. That's actually very good. I did not know that. I'm not going to go back and punish you for doing the diamond recreation. Yeah, so I thought all of these alternatives, because the way it's worded, like alternatively, you can create one of the following effects of your choice. So I thought those were just things you could do without any of the negative effects, but that's a good catch by Riley. That's not the intent. So duplicating, easy peasy. Even those examples would leave you with... So I don't think you still need to roll a 30, though, for that, right? No, it does say finally there's a 33% chance if you suffer the stress. So let me sorry, I'm going to take a moment and read it because I think the wording here is very important. The stress of casting a spell. During that stress, each time you... So it's after and during that stress, each time you cast a spell till you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage. So you cast Wish. Let's say it was not a duplicate. Let's say you did... actually, I'm going to step back here for a second and just... Let's do this. When you wished Cadmiel back, let's see if that would have changed what happened there. Okay, you take the spell and you wished to bring Cadmiel back. After enduring the stress, each time after that, you would have cast a spell. You would have taken 1d10 necrotic damage. That was the end of the fight. You probably weren't doing a lot of spell casting, so that necrotic damage would have never triggered. This damage can't be reduced or prevented in any way. In addition, your strength would have dropped to 3. And if it hasn't, 3 or lower rated for 2d4 days. For each of those days that you spend resting and doing nothing more than light activity, your remaining recovery time decreases by 2 days. Finally, there's a 33% chance that you're unable to cast Wish ever again if you suffer the stress. So the way I read it, I would have never had Tingle's roll after he cast Wish from the ring to bring Cadmiel back. Because the stress only triggers is if you cast a spell after that. And do you guys agree with that interpretation?
I don't think so. Because it's like the stress of casting this spell being Wish, to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. After enduring that stress, every time you cast a spell, you take damage.
Yeah, but couldn't we find a
just the
spell that
after
we're
enduring that
duplicating
stress,
for most
yeah.
of this? So, like, bringing Cadmiel back, there's got to be a spell that we could duplicate. You know what I mean?
Well, that one was a special scenario. Like, you needed Wish
Yeah.
for that scenario because it wasn't a true death, right? He was going to live with Valhalla Bahamut, right?
Right.
And so that was very, very, very situational. If he'd been dead, right? Like, okay, can resurrection bring him back? Is there a body? Like, yeah, there have been tons of things you could have done that. But I'm walking it back. I do agree with you, Riley. It is the stress happens. But then if he keeps casting, there's the damage. So the 33 would have still triggered in that case.
But for the diamond, you can do creation, right?
And so you went and found creation, which is something similar.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with creation is that the material just disappears after a certain amount of time. And
Oh, it
gems
does.
only last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Using any material created by the spell as another spell's material component causes that spell to fail. Okay, so that's good to know. I learned something new about Wish today, is that even those exceptions are not exceptions. They're just examples, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Wait. What do demi-plane?
Okay. Yeah, so that's actually good to know. So there is a balance, a check and balance for it being so broken and for you being able to go, I spend 9 days in casting resistance. It makes sense. Maybe it's not as fun, but it's still a very strong spell nevertheless. Because I love that risk, right? Like, okay, I'm going to this final fight. Do I want to cast this spell and give us resistance to all day? You know, like, yeah. But as I think Justin used the example earlier, there's like an invulnerability spell. Like maybe you can reproduce that, you know, but it's only one person.
That's a 9th level spell.
Is it 9th level? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I'm not punishing you for doing the diamond thing, but we all just learned how Wish
Okay.
actually operates. Yep.
So I can still cast Hero's Feast and not have to deal with the effects of this. But
Yeah,
if
I'm
I
not gonna
cast
punish you
Wish
for that.
tomorrow, then okay.
Yeah. Because above table 2, you guys probably could have found a 25,000 to spend money to get that item anyways. So I love that RP.
You probably could have just sold the Holy Avenger and
Yeah, exactly. And that RP was so good, and it was like you would have been able to find that component, at least one of those components. So I also just love the idea of Tingle still being kind of maybe reckless. Not saying you have to have that personality for him, but just let me be like, you know what? There's a risk, but fuck you, Quaylen. Look what I got.
No, that was exactly it.
Yeah.
He was kind of bragging, like, I can do Wish and you can't do fucking shit.
Yeah, again, a lot of the duplication spell too, I think a lot of the strength lies, and it takes a lot of knowing all the spells, is particularly powerful for those spells that require more than an action to cast. I think the one I always used before as an example is Tsunami. Because you essentially ignore the casting time. Like Tsunami's a minute, right? And you could just say, you know what? I cast Tsunami. It's an 8th level spell. I can recreate all of them, and it happens now, right? Those are the kind of crazy, how crazy powerful it could be. But that, again, that takes knowledge of knowing, oh man, that one powerful spell has a casting time of, you know, it's like, I don't know all that information, right? I wonder if you
Oh
could-
man, I really wish that I had a fortress. But that thing, you have to cast the same spell with all that expensive material every day for a year.
Ooh.
Or just stand in a field and just say, I wish that I had a fortress here. And just do that every day for a year.
Yeah. I think
well,
Rommel just
sometimes you
got
got
really
to do it the
sad.
hard way.
Yeah. Ponderosa, yes, Quaylen is a cankerous old man gnome.
So, just so you know, Ponderosa is the guy that did the artwork for Quaylen.
I was wondering if it was the same person.
Yeah, Robert Ponder. We went to middle school with us.
Yes. Jeb Stewart life.
Oh,
Okay. So now we understand how Wish works. Anything else you'd like to do? Because I don't think you'll be spending a day waiting to then cast Resistance anyways.
Oh. I just,
Bring it to me, Riley. This is your time to shine. I need the... Riley, I have a stupid idea.
Well, it's not a right now stupid idea. But you know how Simulacrum requires 1,500 gold worth of materials, and it's a 7th level wizard spell, and all that fun stuff takes 12 whole hours to cast?
Mm-hmm.
He could just cast that in an action for free, because it's 7th level.
Mm-hmm. You
It's
could
just like... Kingles could just slap Orcfo on the butt, second Orcfo pops up.
well,
He's not wrong.
that begs a good question, though. So, Tingles doesn't have that spell, but can he duplicate it anyway?
Yes.
Wish says any spell. It doesn't say anything about being on your spell list.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's the wild thing about it. Yeah.
Oh, also, what might be good for the actual fight with Acerak, really long spell description. Oh, anti-magic field is around you. Never mind. I thought that it would be like, oh, you know, within range, but no, it's around you. Anti-magic field around you. Then again, that also means Acerak basically can't do anything to you.
I would appreciate it if nobody ever casts that spell ever.
Oh wait, Clone is also an 8th level spell.
Yes, it is.
Who wants a clone of Tingle?
Well, it doesn't
I already
work
said
till
what
you
would
die.
So you need to go back to the recording and extract that audio.
That recording.
Use it as his
ringtone.
ringtone. Yeah, who wants a clone of Tingles? That's your new ringtone.
Yeah, so
But
what
yeah,
an interesting
like-
experiment you could do, JP, is go to D&D Beyond and track down the spells section and just click all spells. And they have filters for casting time. And I put in like all of them that aren't actions, and then you can start like going backwards and seeing like you can do any of these as an action.
I can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, so the real problem is though, I really like casting Foreskin on Orcfo.
Fair. No, that's fair.
That's my 9th level spell slot. So it's like, I like giving him that buff, and I think that's been extremely valuable.
I would like you to roll a d4 -1 for me, JP. 2. Weird little thing I'm going to do here, because I, as a DM and as a player who respects playing for your party more than playing for yourself, you get 2 uses of Wish that aren't duplicate spell that you can do for free without any of the penalties in the future.
Wait,
So
who used Wish?
2 uses of Wish without any of the negative effects, right? Like, obviously, if you're like, I went to just kill a Sarah, but like any of those examples on there and stuff, right? Like recreating or creating the magic item or anything like that, like you get 2 free uses to, not like a free spell slot, but today, if you cast Wish instead of doing Foresight, you get a free one, right? Because that is that's so kind of you to be like, I'd rather do foresight for Jeff and Orpho instead of doing wish and holding on to it. I don't know if that makes sense. If I need to re-explain,
I think it
something like
does.
that. Yeah.
So I don't have to use it today. I can use it any day, but I get 2 free uses of it.
Yeah,
it
normal
still-
rules. You have one. Like tomorrow, if you cast foresight, unfortunately, you can't cast wish at all.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
but if you have that 9th level slot, you can just use it and do something different. That's not the duplicate, and it's not gonna do all that 33%, et cetera, et cetera.
So basically, just 2 uses of wish, except ignore the last paragraph of its description.
Yeah, good way to put it.
How many charges left? How many charges left do we have on the ring?
I think it's 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 2, because we only ever used the 1 to bring back Cadmail, and then Tingles lost the ability to ever cast Wish again.
From the ring.
Yeah, from the ring.
Yeah, so you can do that again, Tingles, 2 times, right? But with your ability to cast Wish.
Yeah.
Without worrying about the penalty.
Honestly, the foreskin thing is more me as a player versus Tingles. Tingles would probably be like, fuck a fish, but...
Oh, I know. That's why I'm rewarding you as a player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tingles is
Speaking of, so Lord Tingles has Wish right now. Romiel, do you already have it, or is this like you're getting level 20 and then picking it up?
Yeah, I wanted it to be the last spell I got. I'd be too tempted to use it all the time.
Okay. And that leaves Cadmail and Orcfo, and Quaylen, but JP already has Tingles. It leaves me and Jeff without Wish. So that actually means... Alright.
We do have the ring, right? Aren't there 2 more slots on it?
Tingles still has the ring.
Yes.
No, you gave it to me.
From him. Did I?
Yeah.
I thought Cadmail had it.
I think I was going to ask for it at some point, but yeah, like with 2 uses of the wish of the ring, Orcfo, Jeff, would you? I would like to have one, and then Jeff has the other. Like when
you hold on to it, I may or may not end up using it. You hold on to it.
Gary has it. Yeah,
I wish for my passion.
You guys probably have a better memory than I do.
Please let me have it. Please let me have it.
It'd be funny if I went to find it in my pocket and it wasn't there, and Gary had.
Yes.
Man, I sure wish I had that ring of wishes.
Roll a 33. You roll a D100.
Yep.
You get the ring back, but you don't get to cast the last spell on it. I wish for my pappy. Yeah, so Camille has it.
All right.
You guys probably have a better memory than I do. I don't.
Well, no, like
giving
right
it up,
now, it's
but-
like Tingles. You can have if you want to say that you have it and make them beg it from you. You're totally you're right to do that.
Yeah, I'm
that's what I was
fairly
going
certain
for.
that Tingles does
But
have
in a
it.
prior session. Okay.
I think Tingles still has it.
Yeah, I don't.
Pretty sure
I think
he
we
does.
talked about
Mhm.
I think it was Cadmail and Tingles, back when we were in town, before setting off for this whole thing. We went into that secret room and we're just like, "Hey, Tingles, I don't trust Tatiana one bit, and you have the Ring of Wishes. So you keep holding on to it because you can't use it. But when the moment comes, I would ask for it." And
Yeah. I
So
think
I
I
think-
think that's right because we were like, it's kind of safer in Tingle's hands because someone else might be tempted to use it. If Tingles was tempted, he couldn't. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are asking for it from Tingles, you can certainly ask for it. Sure.
Lord Tingles,
Sire, Your Majesty.
I have a monumental favor to ask you.
I love being in favor of His Highness. How might I be of service?
You remember that ring that you used to bring me back that long year ago?
Ring? What ring?
That which was found in a Shardalon's hoard that you used to wish me back from... I'm not even
Right.
sure. From the
The
realm
Lish
of
ring.
Bahamut.
Yeah, I think I seem to remember having that ring. Mm-hmm.
I would ask for you to entrust the ring to myself.
Oh, we have something you'd like to wish for.
At the moment, no, but I know I can trust you, and put honestly, I feel your use of that ring, and the fact that you've suffered the effect of not being able to use it, is showing that you are trustworthy enough to trust with that power, and now you have it of your own volition.
Your Majesty, do I sense an attempt at flattery? Are you trying to butter my balls with such kind and sweet words? Of
I'm
course, I will bestow the ring upon you. You are my king. And he kind of holds it out in front of you.
Cadmail will reach to take it.
And as you do, he kind of pulls back.
Roll okay. There's choices here for Cadmiel to roll dexterity checks against you.
Oh no, Cadmail knows that he is the one asking a ridiculous favor. He is
Yeah, if you want to allow it to
not
happen,
going.
100%. Yeah, just make sure you have your agency. Go ahead.
Yeah, Cadmail is like he's gingerly because one, he knows how Tingles is. He knows that with that lead up, Tingles has something that he is going to do or say in return. He knew this was coming with some string attached.
You know, Your Highness, there was just one thing I was hoping you could do for me in return. Just a small, sort of minute, trivial, mixed up in ownership sort of thing that I was just hoping you could help me out with.
We can do a timeshare on the beach home. 6 months mine, 6 months yours. We split in the dead center of summer, so we both get the best time to enjoy it.
I tell you what, you keep the beach home. There was this small piece of land. It had just such great valleys and right next to this mountain, that I think the mines there are part of that land, but the land itself is what I'm interested in. And I've had a difficult time trying to persuade the current owner to sell.
I cannot unilaterally take the land, of course, but I could use my position to persuade them to be more open in potentially coming to the negotiations table.
Yes, yeah, that's really all I'm asking for. And you know what? If you make that happen, and the sale is finalized, and it's at a good price, right? I tell you what, since there is the addition of profit from owning that land, right? That's just part of it. I'll throw 10% your way. Do we have a deal?
On one hand, I can't help but feel I'm going to think that land could be used for more public things, but on the other, as Cadmail puts out his hand, I think a Lord Tingles-led water park or whatever pleasure center you have in mind would not be in a bad use at all for that land.
And he has the ring in his right hand, and he takes it and shakes Cadmus the ring in hand so that it would transfer during the handshake. Your Highness Cadmil, I knew you were a reasonable ruler, one who cares for his constituents and those who so faithfully support his rule and his reign.
Lord Tingles, do you know why I would rather have the ring now?
Oh, that doesn't matter. Take the ring. I just wanted to hand it.
Yes. Well, I bring that up because if it weren't for the fact that we have this ring, I would have to... I am afraid that I might have to have asked you to run the same risk you did when you brought me back. And I don't think that's fair to a man who's already given up the ability to do so.
Your Highness, your flattery tingles my taint.
Cadmail, I need you to roll a D69 for me.
Oh, shit. I know what it is. 58? Oh, shit.
I don't even know what this is. Micro glabs?
Oh, it's like crabs.
This is me projecting. I'm not saying this happens, but I like to imagine that Tingles, during all of his escapades and parties, has used it for a different kind of ring at some point during all those interactions. So
yeah, as soon as you said roll a D69, my immediate thought was, oh no, the ring is tainted. In more ways than one.
It's
Robert,
cursed.
Perfect.
Tingles is a very dirty man and became very rich and had very crazy sex parties. And so we started making jokes about sexually transmitted curses, STCs. And so JP, on behalf of everyone, has made a rollable D69 STC table. So King Cadmail just got an STC from touching the ring after Tingles. And he got microglabs, a magical form of crabs. Above table, it's up to you if you actually want that to happen. But I was here for the joke.
I think it's
Lord
hilarious.
Tingles, why does my hand itch when I put the ring on?
He just spreads off. See you later! Wish for something great.
I wish for greater restoration.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, that would use one of the few uses, so not happening. I'll live with this STC till we get back to Cormyr.
Alright. Okay.
Cadwell's just constantly itching. God damn it.
Alright, anything else? We will take a pause here if you guys are officially going to be setting sail to the Chaos Beast. The Chaos Gate Beast. Alright, let's take a 10-minute break, and when we get back, you guys will push off and set sail. 10 minutes.
Yippee.
Tweet up.
15 minutes after the hour. right. Waiting on Jeff, waiting on Jeff. Music changes, we wait on Jeff, wait on Jeff. Jeff, are you back in my
Hi,
life?
hi, hi, hi,
Well,
hi,
there
hi,
he
hi, hi.
is. All right. So all the preparations are done. Did you end up doing the Heroes Feast? I believe you would have.
Crested bow.
So as a reminder, advantage on wisdom saving throws. Immune to poison and being frightened makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. JP, will you go ahead and roll us 2d10, please?
It's DX.
Important question. Tatiana has stated to Romeo that she will be participating in this combat, aka Nate will be rolling for her and everything. Would you allow her to be a part of the Heroes Feast? What'd you say?
Tingles is fine with that. You don't give a shit.
Is everyone else okay with this?
Yeah.
Detractors. Excellent. Do you want to tell us what your Heroes Feast is like? No pressure. I know we've been RPing a lot and stuff, but it's always a fun little
Oh yeah.
moment.
I mean,
Some of Tingle's favorite foods.
yeah. I mean, Tingles will say he likes seafood, so it's like shrimp, squid, octopus, shellfish. You know, whatever other creatures are in the water.
Excellent. So a seafood. Orvex is there. Like,
Microblabs.
I'm allergic to seafood. I'll abstain. No, but everyone gets 6 HP increased to your maximum. Remember, not temp HP.
Hey, Tingles, you like seafood? I get it, seafood.
Orcpo, your
Nah.
jokes never fall on well, buddy. I'm sorry.
Do you know where they call it pure food, Tingles? I pooed on your bed.
Does anyone hear someone talking?
He might not hear me talking, but he'll be smelling my shit on his bed later.
Alright, shall we fucking go to sleep? All you fuckers do is just
Sorry, I did not mean to detract.
bicker about
RP of the Heroes Feast.
No, it's just Quaylen's
Yeah, no.
pissing, not
The
me.
next day, let's get moving. You all board your ships again. 3 ships. Captain Alexander and his gift crew, the lamprey, as the fuckery, the ship fuckery, and then the chariot of the Platinum Dragon. You set sail.
Dragon.
What'd you say? Purple Dragon.
Purple Dragon, yeah.
Purple Dragon.
Do we have a sense as to how long it will take before we reach the Chaos Beast? Like, is the idea that we would meet it
Sure.
today?
I would imagine we would be there, again, this is Captain Alexander speaking here. We will be there in a few hours. All your spelljammers will have a little bit of a boosting option. And the wonderful thing about the astral sea and wild space, think of the place you would like to go, and you know the direction. So we'll dock away, we'll debark. What is the opposite of embark?
Disembark.
Disembark. From the rock. We'll point ourselves in the right direction, and we'll blast off. So if anything, we'll be there very shortly.
All right, Orc foe. Let me cast foreskin on you.
Yeah, I'll whip it out.
Now whip
Please
it
and
out.
thank you. It does require the feather of a hummingbird.
Very dainty.
All right. He casts foreskin on Orc foe. Orc foe, do you remember what all it does?
No, but I'm about to look it up.
You touch a willing
look up
creature.
No, you didn't put foreskin in. Boo.
Boo. Can't be
probably
surprised. Has advantage on
easiest
attack
way.
rolls, ability checks, saving throws, and other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target for the duration.
Hell yeah.
It will be there lickety-split in about 9 hours.
Wait. In 9 hours?
Yes, it's very fast for traveling through literally.
Shit, well, I should have
Okay. I'm fucking with you. All right.
Like, I thought he said 2.
All right. You cast it. Anything else before the ships disembark?
I don't think there's any other buffer spells that would really benefit casting right now. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, lads. Your spell-damning pilots will be able to follow along. They'll know what to hone in on. Shall we? To the chaos beast and its gate that lies within. Set sail!
Ayo! I don't know what that means.
Ayo. There's off the west we go. And the
To the
ships,
beast we go.
the spelljammers disembark. They push off. Behind you, you see again the moon itself between you and the planet Toril. And you've done multiversal travel. You've been kind of skirting along the space of the astral sea and wild space. But now you're properly going to blast off. Captain Alexander barks out the order. And the first to go is the blunderbuss with the cannon on it. Actually, important question. What ship is everyone on? I would assume Tingles is on the Lamprey. And then we'd have Cadmail, I'm assuming, on the Chariot.
Yep.
What about Orcfo, Quaylen, and Romuel?
Orcfo's on the blunderbuss, the big one, the
Okay.
GIF one.
I won't be on the same ship as Tingles. Plus, you kind of need your healers around. So, Romuel, I guess that means you're bunking with Tingles. Unless he just says, fuck that.
So Orcfo and the blunderbuss, Quaylen and Catmail on the chariot.
All right. It was Romuel on the Chariot, Cadmail on the Chariot, and Quaylen was where?
Well, Quaylen isn't going to be on. How many? Do we have 3 ships?
Yeah, there's
We have
3
ships now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Quaylen goes, I guess, to Orcfo. And Bingles is just, let's fucking go.
If there's no one on the lamprey, then Romeo will go on the lamprey. Should probably split up evenly.
Okay.
Well, what? Okay, hold on. Do we have the ships on the map? Like
You
are they
will.
on there?
Eventually.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's very simple though. Like who's on which ship?
Yeah, so Tangles is on ship fuckery, and then there's the blunderbuss, and that's Cadmill, right?
Cadmill is on the chariot of the purple dragon, not the blunderbuss.
The only one on the blunderbuss
Period.
is Orkfo right now, I think.
Orkfo. Okay, so then Quaylen will go with Orkfo.
Okay. And then Romuel Tingles on the lamprey, then Cadmail and let's just say Orvex is on the purple chariot.
I thought Romuel went with.
He didn't want.
I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I get that wrong, Justin?
It's just if I think we should split up evenly. So if Tingles has no one on the lamprey, then Romeo will go on the lamprey.
Oh, okay. I keep in my mind. I'm referring to it as ship fuckery. So when you call it the lamprey, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we did spend a whole day in town, and right, and this is the second day.
Yes, I think so.
Wages for my crew.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you guys will be paying crew. So I asked you all to put it in your inventories or like somewhere written down. Yeah, you'll have to take off a daily amount for your crew.
Yep, I have yesterday and today for crew.
I did write that down. 63 per day. Okay.
You need another 6 crewmates. At a gold each.
All right. Anything else? As Captain Alexander gives the go-ahead, you feel around your bodies a little bit of a tingling sensation, but very similar to the times that Romuel particularly has teleported you all places. You get this feel of displacement, but it's also the ship itself. And there is a good 30 seconds where you're just, it's the very classic sci-fi light speed kind of look of star streaking, but it's magical colors, right? Almost like the Aurora Borealis, just this very widespread, and you're going through this tunnel, and very sci-fi ship coming into focus. You just suddenly are going slow again, and everything around you comes into quick, fast focus. And what you look at is an asteroid. And everyone roll perception checks with little debris floating around in space. There's this kind of rumbling sensation.
You said everyone's rolling.
Oops.
I'm sorry.
Perception. Yep.
Orkfo is yours at advantage.
Oh yeah.
Wayland's is at advantage too.
I'll manage this.
Ooh, nat 20. Plus 11. Can't get any higher than that.
Hero. I just did something.
Quaylen got a 2. Or Tingles got a 2.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Cadmill got.
All right. Orkfo 23. Quaylen with a 31. The asteroid you're looking at, Quaylen, is alive. It is not an
I
asteroid.
perceive all.
It is a monstrous beast. Nothing you have all have ever seen compares to the size of it. Let's look at the battle map.
I am drinking my potion of psychic resistance.
You're gonna probably need to zoom out. around you, the air itself is kind of vibrating with just this kind of strange concussive energy. And you see it's like the asteroid is like moving, it's pulsating. It's like that's not, and Quaylen, you're seeing all of these details. That's not rock, that's literally flesh. A small moon's worth of flesh just moving and changing. And you see these little pieces of it floating around it. And from it, on the map, you guys will see it, there's this kind of this magical energy going from these little fragments down upon the Chaos Beast itself, seeming to protecting it. I'm going to use this as a quick example. I'm moving one of the tokens, one of these big tokens. Notice how the little beam of light doesn't move with it. That was a visual aid to establish the fact that these things are projecting some sort of protective magical energy down to this giant gargantuan beast. But if I move it, that visual is not going to be moving with it, but it does narratively. If they move, those beams move. And we're going to roll initiative.
Quaylen screams, "That's no moon!"
Thank you. I was setting it up there. I was hoping you guys would just latch onto it. I didn't want to steal the joke.
Check the Inglorious Rolls chat.
Oh, thank you. Literally the one time you can say it. And it's not even a station. It's a literal beast, a literal monster made out of chaos.
So what you're saying is we need protection from law/chaos.
Yeah, let's get some initiative rolls, boys.
Boys.
Yep, we.
Also, above table, I'm glad. Like, one nice thing about us not doing this in person, me figuring out how I was going to do this on a table. I was like, we'll get creative, but I definitely prepped a whole big giant battle map for this. That was very convenient.
Also, I should have an 11. It just didn't add the 2 to my initiative on my thing.
I wonder why.
I'm gonna guess it's something from Beyond 20.
Tatiana. Good news is I already rolled for all the monsters, and I rolled poorly for all of their initiative rolls, so.
Alright.
And I think these are still the same. Remember, the ships are going to be clickable as tokens. I don't want to start it off that way, but if it becomes too sensitive and you guys are having a hard time moving them, I can switch them to like a different layer and move them manually for you. Yeah, so make sure you have your stat blocks ready to go. Tatiana rolls well. Cadmiel, you got 11. Oh, you just changed it. And Romuel, you got 19. And like, so as you come in, right, you just come immediately into focus, Quaylen. You get to yell out the classic line, "That's no moon." And you all just see it begin to move. And it definitely, you see in the center of it, that orb of eyes, that is inside the protective barrier, right? But that is the heart of the the Chaos Gate Beast. Just an acclamation of 1,000 different eyes. And it's down there in the middle of it. And you see all the eyes turn and look at you. And you feel the air, and I say the air, but you feel the space around you vibrating with energy as all of this asteroid living creature turns and focuses on you and wants to unleash chaos. It's not expecting to go first as... Oh, I forgot about the ship turns. To be fair, I think we'll do ship turns to start to do this. I think that sounds correct. I kind of like the idea of doing a ship turn. Is that okay? I don't want to debate you guys out of good roles for your characters. I could always use the captains of the ship's initiatives to help.
Well, I think that helps the Bombard.
I mean, so like the bombard will be going at 8 with Orkfo. The shipfuckery will be going at 9 with Tingles, and then Cadmiel, you'll be doing 11, and I'll just take all the crew and put them on there. I think that makes sense because that way you guys can use your turns after the ship moves, right, and get a feel for speed and stuff. Is everyone okay with that? Because I know we're still learning this kind of stuff.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me, because I can think I add a turn for this now. Chariot of the Purple Dragon. And Cadmiel, you had an 11. So let's do 11 here. Drag you up. And then only you as a player are on that ship currently. All right, ship fuckery is next. Also, I'm looking for tech feedback if everything's super unresponsive, because even my computer is just like, I mean, all of us have good computers at this point, but it's just like, I just move one of the ships to a different layer on my screen, and I heard my computer kind of like, Tingles,
It's a little finicky, but it's fine.
Okay, Tingles got a 9. Okay, and then Orkfo. Let's see, Romual's with Tingles, so we are pulling you back to a 9 here. Tatiana. Actually, let's put Tatiana on Cadmiel's ship. Oops. We haven't rolled for got them on there yet. Period there. All right, Bombard. And that will be an 8. Oops. It's Quaylen in there with Orkfo. Thank you for your patience. I forgot about the... Okay. Yeah, so even with 11, you go first. Chariot of the Purple Dragon. Remember, you don't have to worry about necessarily maneuvering or like turning the ship. If you just kind of do the measuring tool, we'll get you to that point.
Yeah. So speed is 35 feet, so 7 squares south, if you would please. So I don't think I can actually move it myself.
Or these are the wrong tokens. Remember, my suggestion is to measure the point you're going to. Use the linger option on that measuring tool, and then pick it up and move it. You should be able to move your ship now, though.
Okay, yeah, give me a sec. Measuring, so...
To be fair, using the tip of your ship, I would use this here. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. It's going to be the same distance. Yeah, never mind. Just kidding. Do what you're doing. Not that important.
Okay. And yeah, Tatiana is...
Yeah, I might be able to... If you're just moving the 35, how about this? You measure it out. I select everyone, and then I move you guys forward. Because I can select everyone like that. Sound good?
Yep. And I think you moved 1 square too far.
That's good enough.
Okay. Cadmiel calls out, "Load the mangonel and the ballista!" Range is 200, 800 for the mangonel. Is... Ooh. In theory, I think it's within range of this big one.
Yeah, I think the rule we're using is the for any of your weapons on your ship, like the tip of the bow of the ship. So you can do all your measurements from this, just for simplicity's sake.
Okay. And I think I got a +1 for these, for the mangonel.
I'm pretty sure I added those in. when you did your upgrades. I'm pretty sure I did it while we were doing it because I knew I would forget.
All right. Well, Mangonel goes first. 16 to hit for
I can,
27.
I can cross-reference real quick just to make sure. Mangonel is a +6. It's still a plus. Wait, no. Yeah, the Mangonel was upgraded, and the bolt was also upgraded. Perfect.
Okay, because it says +5 for me on the bottom vehicle. Yeah, it's saying +5 to me on both.
You're looking at your actions list.
+5 for Mangonel plus. Oh yeah.
Maybe I didn't do the description. Yeah, that's what it is. The description.
Yeah, it's because I was going from the extras thing. So
do you
Mangonel
actually have a clickable thing? Let me.
Yeah, I'm good with just like the Mangonel, like because it was off by 1. If we just want to add that 1.
Yeah, 1%. It should just take me a second to edit that since you're actually rolling from it. In the ballista description.
Does it take multiple rounds to fire the Mangonel? Just
so
checking.
the reminder how that works is that you have crew members, right? So you have a crew at each one, and they are using their turns to do the 3 or 4 actions that's required per the weapons.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. And I am going to try and have crew members on your ships this go around, because if there's like an AoE blast, right, that could potentially kill your crew members, and now that weapon is down and out if you don't have enough crew members to cover it. All right, I'll come back to the ballista because you're doing a Mangonel. You rolled a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. 17. You're aiming for a big boy, or like the bigger target here. Okay, go ahead and or the damage does hit. That's 27. Okay, 17 goes through.
Yippee.
All right. Anything else for the ship?
Let me see. I'm out of range for the ballista without being disadvantaged, so I'm gonna hold off. Because Mangonel just throws rock. It just throw. It could.
Remember the within 60 feet. I'm sure you saw that though.
Yep.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I swear I had already done all this, but then maybe description. Bam. If you refresh your page, your weapon should be updated with the clickable +7 and 6 now in the descriptions. And so let's talk about movement speed for Spelljammers, right? Right now, like your movement was 35. That's its normal move speed.
Yes.
So I think hypothetically, let's say if you choose not to attack, you could have the ship dash, just as like an option for people's strategies. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So give up all your attacks to double your movement on the ship, potentially. All right, so that would be Cadmail Tatiana. I immediately have 170. I doubt there's much she can do, so she'll hold off. That brings us to Big Boy in the middle.
Would it be? What do you mean? Who?
No, the asteroid monster has beat you.
Okay.
Yep, he's got a 10.
Well, Quaylen had 14, right? Oh, he got changed.
I mentioned to everyone that we're going to ship initiative, so the captains of the ship, it was based off of that. Yeah. Or those controlling it, hypothetically. All right. All right, let's get some measuring tools out. This will be a lot of measuring tools. Okay. So now I gotta figure out how I'm going to do this part. So it can move. Boom, 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 boom. So then I'm going to do this there. It's close enough. The whole asteroid starts moving your direction. But that's its turn.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Now it's the ship fuckery's turn.
Right. Yeah, so all that would be a disadvantage, and ship fuckery can move 35, but if I dash, it'd get me to like here. And then can we also have it? Remember last time we kind of turned the direction of our ships to kind of face.
Yeah, I'll take care of that for you, I think. I think that might be easiest.
Okay.
So that's where you want to go right there?
I think so.
And I'm going to move you because I can move the whole...
Right, guys, right now it would be better for me to just get closer, right? Not try and attack. Like if we... Does that make
If you're at
sense?
disadvantage, then yeah, I think you're right on that.
Okay, yeah. So let's just do the 70 and...
Will you do your measuring tool and make sure you have the linger option on for me?
The linger?
You'll see it when you end the tool itself. There's a little option for it. So you'll do your 70, and then you can like do other stuff, and then it'll just stay there. Then I can approximately get you in the right spot. And then, oops. Where's the rotation part of this? No, this was going to be easier, but you guys have no idea how much I was looking for an excuse to have to buy Spelljammer miniatures. Oh, guys, I guess I would make an investment. You know, it's for the cause. Okay, you're up there. It's Tingles and Romul's turn.
Tingles. Does he have any?
Yeah, don't forget your
spells?
flight, speed, and space still applies.
Right. I don't know if I want to fly out in the middle of space though.
Join me.
Is that thing talking?
It is not talking. I want
Okay. Could just shoot a fireball right out the gate.
Whoops.
Holy Avenger Sword, go!
I need to get those off.
So, to the group, not necessarily to you, Nate, I'm just kind of asking in general. We get the impression that these things, are projecting this sort of energy field around this Chaos Beast, right? And we have to take these out before we do anything else. Justin, Jeff, Riley.
I mean, to be fair, I was trying to make it very clear for you guys mechanically, yes.
Yeah.
The big but not biggest guys are apparently projecting force field of "you can't touch me."
So we have to fly around and take all of them out. Okay.
Yep, I'm already targeting this one to our west.
This one over here? Okay, so maybe I should gun for this one here. Is it these 4 individual things that we're attacking, or is it just right? Because I think you moved.
There are 4 little dudes clinging to the bigger dudes.
Clinging to the bigger dude. Okay.
They all seem to be targetable.
All right.
The only thing not targetable is big giant eyeball dude in the middle. / everything in purple. Because that's actually the size of it. That's just its soul and center.
So if Tingles moves forward a few feet, he could throw a fireball here. And do some damage and kind of get a taste as to what's going to happen. How do I do that thing to do like a measure, like a, you know what I'm talking about?
A cone or something like that?
Kind of like a blast radius.
It's same thing, but like the same measuring tool. But if you click on line, there's a circle option.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and maybe again, linger staying on is very useful for it.
So if I shot it like right here, I could hit all of them.
Is that a fireball?
Yeah.
I'm more or less just want to talk about the scale of it because of how encompassing fireball usually is in your combat. Of like, look how much space it's taking up. It's just taking up that small of amount. It makes me so happy. That's
yeah. So I think to shoot it here, do a line. I need to be like right here on the ship. Okay. And I can move that far. All right. Sorry, guys. Tell him to move to here. Okay. And then I'm going to cast... I think I'm going to cast Fireball at somewhat a lower level just to save my spell slots. So I'm just going to cast it at 3rd level. And I just want to see what's going to happen. Does that make sense? Like save all the higher spell slots for the giant thing in the middle?
Does make sense, yes.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so you're fireballing this guy over here?
Yeah, right in the middle to hit everyone. Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's start with the smaller dudes. Dexterity saving throws.
19, yeah.
19. First one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails. Fourth one fails. All right, 33 fire damage. Oh, they're immune. I'm just kidding, they're not.
So anyways, they're immune to fire.
Anyways, they're immune to fire. Oh, and that wish spell you did for resistance? Oh, it bypasses all that. You take damage. I am a cruel. Now they all take all 33 fire, and now for the bigger dude. He also fails. Just so you guys know, you've done 33 damage across the board on all of these creatures here. None of them are bloodied. Just give you.
Good to know.
Yep. All right. Anything else, Tingles?
Let's do some bardic inspiration. Although nobody could really hear me except for Romuel, so I guess.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
Right. Why is... Okay, there we go. Yeah, the only person who can hear me is Romuel. Okay. So Romuel, you get bardic inspiration. You've been inspired, bitch.
Classic. All right. Then if your turn, there will be a legendary action from the big giant fucker. Hold on.
It just blows up my ship.
Sorry, I gotta get my AoE scale correct.
On Twitch, it's not showing this map, by the way. Oh, no, it is. My bad.
I say it's showing on my screen. Thanks for checking, though.
weird. My Twitch was like delayed or something.
Okay. Do that. Bam. Now I need to do another measure. Boom, boom, boom. So right there. Okay. The Chaos Beast uses 2 legendary actions.
Shit.
And on the ship fuckery, all around. Actually, make sure this is on the map layer. That's gonna. The space around you literally begins like. It's hard to describe, right? It's a multitude of different kind of objects, and all the objects themselves. Like, that's a chair with what looks like a crab claw coming out. It's like it's a random assortment of just mixture of all sorts of just weird shit. Most importantly, it fills a 40-foot sphere in that space and just appears all around you, the ship's in it. And again, as it fills that space, centered right, kind of pretty much where it almost Tingles is, right? So imagine 20 feet above deck and 20 feet below deck is how it's kind of spread out. It's sharp. And you get a feeling as you kind of move around a little bit, moving through all of this shit is going to hurt and be difficult terrain. So that was after that. Romuald, your
That
turn.
sucks.
How far away am I from the edge?
You're in it. If I bring it to the front, you're in it. And then you can measure yourself out.
So I'm like, excuse me, like just like 5 feet away from the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Can I step out of it?
You can definitely
It's just
move
difficult
through
terrain,
it. Difficult terrain, and
and it might hurt.
it'll hurt a bit as you move through.
All right, well, I'll step out of it.
Okay. You take. Where's my number? Oh, that's why. 8 piercing damage, 3d6 piercing damage as you step through. Okay.
And I will also fire a fireball at the same one he fired at. I'll fly up a bit and fire it, and then fly
And your
back.
120 range is good to center it. Totally fine.
Yeah, you can center it on the same spot.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's see, just make sure. So if I fire it from there, which is 60 feet away, so it's fine.
Super smart brain. Go zoom. Right. You're going to have to fly a little bit farther down there, but you got so much movement speed.
Yeah, I think. What was it? 5 times
5 times
your intelligence?
Yeah. So if you're 22 now, that's 110.
So 110.
Yeah. Zoom.
Right, I'll just do it at 3rd level as well.
All right. All right, 33 plus 5 for 38, right?
Let me see, 32, 34,
Oh, yeah. You
30, 34 plus 5, so
39.
39.
All righty. Starting with the smaller dudes. So we're at 39, 39, 39. 25 to succeed. So 39 half, 24. No, that's not right. No, yet. No. 17. 39 at calculator time. Numbers, no good. 39 divided by 2 is 19 damage. Okay. This one here is bloodied after taking half that damage. All right, on to the next one. That is a failure. What is your DC now? He rolled a 19.
It's 25.
25. 39. He had 38. Wait, sorry. My brain was. What'd you say the number was?
25.
25 spell save DC. That is amazing. All right, next guy. Look, I did succeed on that first one. Oh yeah, he just succeeded with a 25
Yeah.
the very first one. That's funny. All right, bam, dead. Another one dead. And then another one here. Dex save. Fail. All right, and now big boy. Uh, 23 takes full damage. So 9 is 39. Not bloodied. Okay. Anything else wrong? So you pretty
That'll
much
be it.
flew out and flew back, right?
Right.
Bombard. Watford, what is your order, sir?
Concentrate fire on that out parcel unit thing.
Out parcel unit. Bombard, sir? He's asking if you want him to bombard it.
You said the big guy is not bloodied yet?
Not bloodied yet. Nope.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at it. Make sure range. Yeah, 600 I think should be plenty.
Yeah, the bombard range is nuts.
Crew brace for impact. What is a +8? Doesn't have the roll on it, so I'll just roll it manually. $22 to hit.
All right, so big cannon at big boy here.
Yep,
22.
at the big boy
Yeah,
here.
22 will be a hit.
Hell yeah. 18 D10 bludgeoning.
Huge explosion.
That's a lot of dice.
Ooh,
101.
I hope that felt good.
It did.
Oof.
Who did you shoot at?
The big round thing here that y'all have been fireballing.
Oh, okay.
All right. It takes 100. Ooh, important note. The cannon is not magical. And Nate's just realizing that I'm not trying to debate you. So that will be half,
Yeah.
actually. So
Okay.
50 damage.
Damn.
Oh, you didn't upgrade it to +1?
Oops. Oh, wait, no, I guess
thought
you
we
technically
did.
did
Yeah.
reinforce it. No, you're totally right. That reinforcement's technically a magical buff. So yeah, full damage goes out.
Technically.
Technically? Okay, it is bloodied. It is bloodied.
Holy shit.
But it's still alive after 101 more damage. So
Can you rotate me oriented towards the one that I just shot at? I'm gonna do a little movement.
will you just go ahead and from the tip of this measure to where you want to go, and then I'll just get you situated and then angled you there.
Just the tip.
And remember, use the linger option on the measure tool.
35 is my movement, I think. Seems really low.
No, yeah, the movement speed of the ships are very slow.
Yeah.
I think
Linger.
This is just Nate, but I'm pretty sure they. Oh, I just realized the map's all fucked. They do that so they don't completely outclass just regular sailing ships through mundane like movement. Like 100%.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess just like there, but also rotated.
Okay.
I don't want to enter the field.
All right. Let's do. Let's see if I can get all of you now. Oh, see that becomes an issue. Just trying to take more than. All right. Gotta do it like this. And then,
So we've done 165 damage to this thing right here.
and
and
it's
it's
not destroyed. Nope.
Holy. Justin, you want to do
Yeah.
that meteor thing that you've been holding on to? God bless it.
I'm not going to worry about the crew members. They're becoming too much of a hassle right now. I'm just going to assume everything's fully manned at the moment. But that's actually going to become very important when it comes back around to you, Tingles, for your crew, who's also up here in this AoE thing that's going on. Okay. Anything else, Orkvo, for the Bombard?
I don't think I can do anything else, can I?
So in the way I play it, that all weapons can be used if you have crew members on your turn. So like if you have a bolt,
Okay.
you can use the bolt also if everything else pans out like range wise. And feel free to use
Cool.
the tip.
All right. Ballista is a 120 or 480. Might as well take a shot. Yeah, might as well go for this guy here. With the ballista.
Going for a
That
little
one
dude.
is, yeah, +6.
Is it a straight roll? Yeah, it is. 100 feet. Perfect.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. 11, unfortunately, will
11.
not hit.
Yeah, it does not.
Pew. Okay.
All right. So now it's your turn and Quaylen's turn.
All right. I have 40 foot of fly, and you said
Or at the end of the
I can go from the tip.
ship's turn, another legendary action is used. The whole asteroid teleports 30 feet in your direction.
Holy shit.
Space around it, turning and ripping apart. Continue as I just move. Well, actually, no, there's something important here. Actually, there's a second part to it. So let me get this situated. All right, and then it makes an attack. It will take a shot. Fortunately, Tingles, you're kind of the closest one, and it's kind of focused on the ship coming in closest, so it is going to take a shot at you. Hold on to your booty. 21 to hit Tingles.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. 32 psychic damage. I don't remember who has the potions, but 32 psychic damage as a piece of psychic energy just floom, comes flying out of the Chaos Beast and slams into you. All right, that was its last legendary action.
Yeah.
For now.
You can't counter legendary actions, right? Doesn't work.
If it was a spell, you could counterspell the spell with all the other
Right, but it's
requirements.
yeah.
Sometimes you'll have creatures that can, as a legendary action, it can cast a spell.
Right. Okay.
A lot of tip being used tonight, 100%.
Alright, so you said Orkvo could move from the tip.
Well, your placement on the ship is your placement on the ship, so you have to move from there. It's for measuring the distance of all the weapons, because a lot of the weapons are very abstractly on the ship somewhere. So for simplicity and for you to be able to quickly measure out all your attacks, I just use the tip. But for your characters, you are in the spot that you're at, so you have to move from there. If you thought Orkvo would be like on the front of that, you know, like as we're learning, like 100%. Sorry, that's what happens. I accidentally moved the token thing. So if you thought Orkvo was up on the tip, like I'm ready to go, like you can do that.
It would have been like hereish. I don't think he would have been like at the tip of the cannon.
Okay.
Let's say 5, 10, 15. Oop. I lost him. So little. 30, 35, 40.
What I've been doing with these Spelljammer, obviously do guys whatever it's most comfortable with you, is like I'm literally using the measuring tool, right? Since diagonals are a thing. So measure from where you are and then use linger and then pick up and drop. It might help, but obviously do whatever's easiest for you guys. I'm finding that to be useful.
Yeah. I think I am just going to. I think I'm just going to dash to the front of the ship. So I don't think I would have been at the front of the ship, but now I'm at the front of the ship.
Okay.
And where did it go? Holy shit, this is kind of hard. It's so big.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on that.
So
Can't even like select my dude anymore.
you're dashing how much movement?
I had 40 flies, so 80. So it's like 40 more. Yeah. But I still want to be like attached to the ship so I get the benefit of its movement too.
Excellent. So I'll put you at the tip.
Yeah.
Okay, Quaylen.
Yeah, so I was debating on casting Call Lightning or conjuring some animals.
I really want to see Space Bears.
I was gonna conjure some eagles so they could fly around.
Remember, the bears technically can fly too, based off their intelligence modifiers or intelligence scores.
Well, that's true.
So use that for your
that would
consideration. You know?
Badass. Yeah.
It's like legitimately, you could have space bears flying around.
bitch.
Fucking spell jamming. So
How do I go back to my encounters? Because I have some bears saved.
it'll be underneath the tools and D&D Beyond. Hope you guys
and I
enjoying
can
the
cast-
little sci-fi vibes going on. Switching it up for some spell jamming.
Oh, shit.
Could you wild shape into a whale?
Space whales are a thing, right? In Spelljammer, 100%.
Well, I have wild shape, and then I have shape change.
Shape change is your big boy.
Right, that's like where I can turn into a dragon or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of turning into dragon, can I retcon and say that I drank my dragon potion and I'm ending up in the same spot?
So action to turn into a dragon, and then
Yeah,
your
and then
movement would get you there anyways.
Yeah, my fly is 80 as a dragon.
I guess I'll allow you to be cool.
Thank you.
You want to change your token into a dragon? I think we got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
if I
good.
can figure out how to do it. What can I select my dude?
You don't have to select. We just need to right click your dude. Yeah, the problem is
Yeah,
that
it won't
you
even
can-
like let me right click him.
Gotcha.
Like something with the layer on the ship.
Yeah, the ships, and see, that's the issue with the ships. I make them tokens for you all, and then you guys can click it. And so then you have to be very, very precise.
Why don't you take over ownership of my ship? Just like it's moving so slow.
Okay, no, that's
Comparatively.
actually, I'm
I can
totally
just-
fine with that. I'm going to leave you on token, but that will be easier. I can still move
Okay.
it easier from there. Okay?
Word.
Again, look, you're an adult red dragon. Look at the size of you compared to this. Sorry, I love
Yeah.
this. I've never done anything like this before, so I'm like nerding out on the scale of this. All right, Quaylen, what we got?
So this says, okay, so I can do wild shape as a bonus action. Did we determine if I can cast a spell that requires concentration and then wild shape, or?
Each one's different. I think yours you can because we changed you to the circle of the land or the moon. Excuse me. I think yours is like a buff version that can do that, or it's definitely something in Druids where it says you can concentrate on spells now. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was trying to find that to confirm, and also says I can do wild shape as a bonus action now. So it sounds like I could conjure animals and then wild shape.
Pretty
And
sure I
then what?
allowed that previously.
Did you? Okay.
Let me, I'm just going to Google that. Concentrate on spell wild shape 5e. For casting Spanish, you change for some of the motivated media. She received magic while in form, break file that she did not have to make on strikes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can concentrate on it. Funny enough, the discussion I found was like a player was arguing they didn't have to make concentration checks while they're in the wild shape form. Like, no. Yeah. So I think you're good. I think you could conjure animals, turn into a space bear yourself, and
Yeah. So, what's the giant bear?
brown bear. I'm pretty sure.
There's a cave bear and a polar bear. There's a skeletal polar bear, but I've probably never seen that. So, what's the difference
It's also
between
not a
cave bear and
beast.
right?
Do they? Are you? Is this for
Cholesterol.
conjure animals?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've used
'Cause
brown bears in the past, because that's like kind of the grizzly. Check the CRs and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're both 2. Yeah, there's absolutely no difference between a polar bear and a cave bear, so I'm gonna stick with the cave bear. Oh, actually, cave bear has dark vision 60 feet, and polar bear doesn't. It's like the only
Really not that
difference. Yeah. All right, so space bears, and I forget how many can I conjure.
I just want to make everything really big. You conjured humongously giant cave bears in this space.
Yeah, 1 beast of challenge rating 2 or lower, but then if I cast twice as many 5th level, 3 times as many 7th level. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do 2 cave bears.
It's only 2. I thought you did more than that before. Maybe it was just 2.
I can. I have to waste a higher spell slot, and I did brown bears before, not cave bears.
Oh, okay. So you are doing cave bears.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna give them a turn order. I'm giving them a turn order with you because this combat's so complicated. So they'll go immediately after you in the future.
Okay. And then, since I can't attack in wild shape, after I attack with the bears, I'll figure out what I'm turning into. I haven't had a chance to look it up. I just don't want to waste time. Is that okay?
Sounds good. Measure out where you want the bears to be.
Yeah, so I can cast them 60 feet.
So would use the measuring tool, use linger, point to where you want one.
Where's Quailen on here? All the way back there.
Where the hell is your initiative thing? Oh, you're up there.
I'm like way behind the giant blunderbuss thing.
There's that.
So 60 feet's right here.
Oh.
Well, I guess I can move first. So let me... Sorry, I'm making this complicated. Let me like move to
Classic shape. Actually, you can move those tokens. So measure them out, drop them where you want, and then I will be... Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and I'll move forward to some monster turns as we get closer to 11. We'll start seeing what these guys can do.
And then what is the... one more time, what's the speed for them in space?
It's 5 times their intelligence score.
So it shows a 2 up top and a -4 underneath. So is it 5 times the 2?
It's 5 times 5 for 25 feet.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, they are stupid.
Okay.
So I guess, or not stupid, but they do have their turn immediately after you conjure them, so you can then have them move and start dashing if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. So if it's like 50 with dash. Okay. I'm gonna have them both put together. Okay. Shit, there's one. Let me figure out what I'm gonna wild shape into.
All right. You guys will see one of them has moved 60. That's not right, actually. Wait, no, that is right. 60 feet out into space, quote unquote. Looking like it's going towards the chariots of the purple dragon. Let's do. Need more measuring tools. Well out of range. For that one. That one, though. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, it will take a shot at Tatiana. Oops. I had damage first. Ooh, I don't know if that hits her. Oh, it does. Okay. First one hits. Boom, 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 boom. All right, she takes 21 psychic damage from the first shot. And then a second orb of psychic energy comes flying at her and misses. All right, little dudes. They'll start flying. 5, 10, 15. I'll do measure tool. Oh, yeah. Bam. 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 We're playing a war game, apparently, guys. I hope you're here for it. Okay. I hope everyone's seeing the dudes swarming towards the space galleon. All right, that one's just got movement, so I'm not gonna waste our time on it. That one's got movement. I'm gonna, you know, retroactively, because a lot of the other stuff these guys will be just movement, so let's not waste me moving a whole bunch of those with the time. But let's get to the last guy group that will be kind of close to you all and can do stuff, which is the one you all have kind of beat up on. So let's jump down to him. Okay. Carries him with him. And then, I'm really sorry, JP, but this guy's taking another psychic blast at the dude kind of in the middle of that shit. How many times does he make a shot? Yep, twice. Here comes the first one. 28 to hit on Tingles.
It hits.
Okay, 23 psychic damage. 16 to hit on the second roll. Please say that.
16 just hits.
Oof. Do you even
How
have
much
like
was
a
the first
+1
damage?
armor or anything like that, Tingles?
I do.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Second
Yeah.
one will be 25 more psychic damage.
So what was the first one? Sorry,
23 and then 25.
23 and then 25.
48
Okay.
psychic. All right, little dude. He actually is going to have to avoid that part. So he'll go his dash this direction towards the weird creatures that have appeared in the middle of everywhere. Okay. All right. Things are moving. Things are drifting. But I think we all agree that it's after 11:03. And even though it's a Friday, I know you guys are probably still tired after long work weeks. So I say we end it here. And we pick up next week with you guys fighting a giant fucking asteroid beast thing. Small moon. Sound good?
Guys,
All right. GG's.
Yeah, so scheduling wise, I know normally Mondays, but I know JP couldn't do it this Monday, so definitely no session this Monday. But I might reach out to see if we want to try again for like Friday or something again next week. I'll try and be more flexible with my scheduling to try and get some sessions in once people's schedules are getting complicated. Because I really want all of you, right, for each session, because these are final sessions, right? So I want you guys to get every minute of the finales. Okay, so we'll stay in touch on that. Okay, good night.
Cool.
Robert, if you're still hanging out on Twitch, man, thanks for chilling out with us and bantering with us. It was fun having someone to banter with on the audience side of things.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. All right, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Good time, fellas.
Good night.
Ciao.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.